The following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live. Well, as the regular season winds down to the final weeks here, the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight look to pick up their first win of the season as they welcome the Santa Fe Trail Chargers to town for a Class 3A District 3 matchup from Liston Stadium. Along with Ryan Hilmer, I'm Bryce Kessler. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Baldwin Sports Live. It is senior night for the Baldwin Bulldogs, and it's been a tough year for the Dogs under new head coach Bob Lisher as Baldwin enters play tonight at 0-5 on the year and 0-3 in district play. It's the Bulldogs' third 0-5 start in the last 6 years. But after playing their best half of football this past Friday night to close out the game against Bishop Ward, there's hope that tonight the Bulldogs can put together their best performance yet. That's what they're looking for, as they did get their first touchdown of the season in that second half against Bishop Ward. A 12-yard strike from Jack Harvey to Cole Mahaffey in what ended up as a 34-6 loss to the Cyclones. But perhaps a little momentum now gained by Baldwin in those final two quarters against Bishop Ward, and the schedule eases up a bit here for the Dogs in these last few weeks as they tonight get the 1-5 Santa Fe Trail Chargers, a program that has had its ups and downs over the 12-year stretch under Jason Duncan. His tenure began with a 4 straight losing seasons of 1-8 or 0-9 records, but then the Chargers put together a nice stretch, 6 seasons going 37-22 under Duncan before regressing again the last couple of years, and they've gone 3-12 since the start of 2020. They're coming off of their worst loss of the year, losing 49-6 against district frontrunner Hayden last week, and they have gone winless against Baldwin in 11 tries since 2002. So in a season where both teams have gone into most Friday nights facing pretty long odds, tonight it's a different story. This one is there for the taking for both sides. They both feel like this is a ball game they can and should win, so it should make for a competitive atmosphere tonight here at Liston Stadium. Both teams also still alive for the postseason. Baldwin, it would require a win tonight. They would have to win tonight, win tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but next week as well, and see where they would happen to fall then with Bishop Ward and everybody as they try to get to that 4 seed. But for Santa Fe Trail, they can clinch at least the 4 seed, which is what you need to get into the playoffs with a victory here tonight. So that's what we're looking at, and we'll look at some of the key matchups in this game as well when we come back here with the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail in District 3 out of Class 3A. Kickoff coming up at the top of the hour. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Codiano, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show along with Ryan Hilmer. I'm Bryce Kessler as we get set for Santa Fe Trail and Baldwin. Coming up, we'll look at a few of the matchups in this game now. We'll start taking a look at the Santa Fe Trail offense. The Chargers, a wing T offense that they will run, and typically in those wing T style offenses, you'll see a lot of counters, reverses, outside runs, try to outflank the defense. And Ryan, that's been one area we've seen the Baldwin defense struggle a little bit this year is with those containing some of those outside runs. So they will have their work cut out for them with this wing T offense tonight of Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah, these offenses, they hit you with a lot of sweeps, like you said, around the outside. Tackling on the outside is going to be a big key tonight. But, like you said, coming off a good second half last game, built some momentum coming into this one. So we'll see how they play tonight.
Not just a completely run-heavy offense. They run about 65% of the time, Santa Fe Trail. They put the ball in the air about 17 pass attempts per game. So they're going to take their chances as well. You can't just sell out to try to stop the run. That's certainly what they want to do most. Colton Worthen, their sophomore running back, 511 yards, 6 touchdowns this season. So he's the guy they want to get the ball to most, but you've got to be ready for Theron Berkefeld out of the backfield. He is their leading receiver in terms of yardage as one of their backs, as the wing back for them. And he also has nearly 200 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. So they're going to hit you with multiple weapons. They've got a couple of targets outside of their tight end, Aiden Slavin, and their senior wideout, Landon Watkins. 2 seniors on the outside who are both right around or just over 200 yards, right around a dozen catches each coming into this game. So they're going to mix it up. They're going to go to the air about 17 times a game, as I mentioned, and pound the rock 65% of the time on the ground. And then the other key potentially in this game tonight is they do have a very good kicker, a 3-time all-league kicker. Now, we haven't had a game come down to mattering when it comes to the kicker. We, in fact, have not seen Baldwin attempt a single kick this year. They scored just their first touchdown last week, went for 2 after getting that touchdown. But for Santa Fe Trail, Blake Bessing is a very good kicker. 8 of 10 this year on extra points. For his career, he's made 65 of 83 extra points, 78%. He's knocked in 7 of 9 field goal attempts in his career as well. Just 1 of 2 this year. But if it comes down to it, they do have a guy they trust in their kicker. We'll see if that happens to play a role tonight. We haven't seen that yet this year, but you never know. Tonight may be the night.
Got a pretty swift breeze from right to left as we're looking at it a little bit, so that might help them if they're going that direction.
Well, for the Baldwin defense, Wesley Martin continues to lead this team in tackles, 6.5 stops per game for Martin, and a defense that tonight's going to hope to limit some of those big plays. Bishop Ward last week averaged 10.8 yards per play, which has sort of been the story of the year for this Baldwin defense. Lots of big plays. About 1 of every 4 plays that they go up against goes for 10 or more yards. So it's been a season that has seen a lot of those go against them. But the one thing we saw last week that, again, could be a big key in this game tonight, Ryan, the Bulldogs finally won the turnover battle last week. That's something they have not done all year. But last week they were able to force 2 turnovers, got a couple of fumbles, only gave it away once. So when you're playing with a losing turnover margin every game, it's really hard to win football games. Last week they were able to be on the right side of that. Yes, they still lost that game. But again, hopefully one of those things that we see carry over in these final few ball games this year that will put the Bulldogs in a better chance for some success and perhaps find that elusive first victory of the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's been kind of a theme all year is turnovers and penalties and kind of just those negative plays. And as we talked at the start of the year, there's going to be improvement over the course of the year, and there definitely has been. You could have seen that last week if you were watching. So see if the improvement continues tonight and keep going on the right foot.
Well, we'll flip it around, look at the scouting report on the other side of the ball when we come back here on the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. It's 1-5 Santa Fe Trail and 0-5 Baldwin coming up here out of District 3. Both teams still technically alive for their postseason lives, but it will take a couple of wins to close out the year for Baldwin. It starts tonight here against the Chargers. Back with more of the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show right after this.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
Never forget the sacrifices that you have made for our country. At this time, we also ask that everyone stand up.
Welcome back here to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. We'll silence ourselves here momentarily for the national anthem and then continue on with more of the pregame coverage here between Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail coming up on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live tonight as we continue to take a look at our matchup. We'll flip it around and look at how this Baldwin offense now matches up against the Santa Fe Trail defense. The Chargers run a 4-4 scheme. They are a young team, much like Baldwin. They have a lot of underclassmen on this roster. 67% of their roster is freshmen and sophomores. And on defense, they start 6 sophomores. Their top 2 tacklers in the secondary. Their safety, a senior, Cameron Duncan, leads the team at 7.5 tackles per game. And then sophomore corner Cody Slavin is their second leading tackler at 6 per game. And a lot of times when your secondary players are your leading tacklers, that means you're struggling to stop the run with that front line of defense. So we'll see if there's a chance that Baldwin can find some room rushing the football, something they haven't had a whole lot of success with this year, just averaging 39 yards rushing per game. But one thing they did find a little success with, Ryan, late in that game against Bishop Ward was the deep ball. Cole Mahaffey on the receiving end of a couple of big pass plays from Jack Harvey. 147 yards on 13 plays over their final 2 drives against Bishop Ward. And the big play through the air, predominantly the key to that. So we're hoping to see some more of that here tonight against Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah, I mean, last week we kind of saw the glimpses of what this offense can be with Grossner, Darnell, and Mahaffey, and all the weapons that Jack Harvey has. And honestly, I mean, the best running game they've had is kind of Jack scrambling and getting out of the pocket and lowering the shoulder down, lowering the boom a little bit and getting some yards. But we'll see if they can run the ball a little bit better tonight and maybe use some play action off of that.
Santa Fe Trail has allowed 4 of their 6 opponents to put up season-high scoring numbers this year, allowing 37.5 points per game. Of course, it wouldn't take a whole bunch tonight for Baldwin to set a new high in the scoring department. They finally scored last week, their first touchdown of the year. Tonight, I'm expecting not just a touchdown, but multiple touchdowns in this one, as I think Baldwin has a chance to really break out in this ball game and perhaps get that first win. It's definitely one of those games that Baldwin has liked their chances coming into. You can't say that about every game this year. They've gone into multiple games this year, knowing they're up against long odds. Tonight, not one of those games. This is one that the Bulldogs feel like they can come out here and win. We'll see if they can do just that. It's Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail. Coming up, you've been watching the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show, your State Farm starting lineups, and the Baldwin City Recreation opening kickoff. Coming up right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages, from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Welcome back to Listed Stadium in Baldwin City tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups as we get set for this ball game between Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail. The starting lineups brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno. Go see Cody and his team at 208 Baker Street in Baldwin City or call 785-594-0270 and they'll help you put together the perfect lineup of insurance coverage for auto, home, or life insurance, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno, State Farm in Baldwin City. Baldwin's spread offense on the offensive line: Jake Van Horn, Wesley Martin, Jonathan Wren, Dylan Williams, and Brett Davidson. Left to right, an average of 204 across that O-line. Running back is Connor Murray, a sophomore. The wideouts, Riker Grossner, Sam Darnell, and Cole Mahaffey, who had 4 grabs for $119 and a touchdown last week against Bishop Ward. The tight end is Zane Nowak, and the quarterback, sophomore Jack Harvey, 13 of 25, 191 yards and a touchdown last week. The Santa Fe Trail 4-4 defense, Isaac Hook, Nicholas Noriega, Austin Weekly, and Lucas Bellew are the defensive linemen. The linebackers, Theron Berkefelt, Chad Robert, Colton Worthen, and Chase Generat. And in the secondary, corners are Cody Slavin and Trenton Schleichter. And the safety is their leading tackler, Cameron Duncan. Starting lineups brought to you by State Farm agent Cody Yano. And now it's time for tonight's opening kickoff. The opening kickoff is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Make plans to join BCRC in downtown Baldwin Saturday, October 23rd. Coming right up as some of the region's finest beverage offerings make their way to downtown Baldwin. For more details on this thirst-quenching event and a vendor list, visit baldwinrec.org. Tickets are limited, so do not wait. Go get your tickets right now, along with the free glass that comes with it at Baldwin City Recreation Commission, or get them online as well at baldwinrec.org. All right, here we go. Kickoff is in the air, and we are underway in Baldwin City tonight. Muffed at the 17-yard line and picked up now by Grossner. He's cut down out where he scooped it up to begin with, about the 18-yard line. Tackle for Santa Fe Trail made by Aiden Slavin. So we are underway here tonight, and this one sets up on paper anyway, Ryan, to be the best matchup we've seen so far for Baldwin, but they don't play them on paper, as they say, so we are excited to see how Baldwin can attack. And I like the fact that the offense is out there first, see if they can set the tone with some big plays like we saw late in that game against Bishop Ward. Harvey got it a shotgun on first down. Quick throw out to the sideline to Mahaffey, and he is tied up quickly. Not a lot there on that quick pitch and catch to Mahaffey. A gain of a yard to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Austin Weekly. We checked that it was 16 Slavin on the tackle. So it's just a 1-yard gain. Brings up second down and 9. Again, Harvey from the shotgun wants to take a deep shot. Grossner's the target, and it is off the hands of Riker Grossner. Good throw by Harvey, had it right there for Grossner, but good coverage by Schleichter for Santa Fe Trail. A long incomplete pass will bring up third down and 9.
I love that, though, early on. Just try to take the top off the defense, show them that you're willing to throw it deep. Been talking about that for a few weeks now. Harvey's got a good arm. It's accurate deep down the field, and so that was a decent throw opportunity. Third and long coming up here, though.
In the second half last week against Bishop Ward, Harvey was 5 out of 7 for 135 yards and a touchdown. He more than doubled his season passing and rushing totals in the game against Bishop Ward. Third down and 9, option. Pitches it off to Buck. Not a lot there, though. Santa Fe Trail quickly contains Buck, making the tackle at the 22-yard line for a 2-yard gain. Isaac Hook makes the stop for Santa Fe Trail, and it will be an early 3 and out for the Bulldogs. Cole Mahaffey will come on to punt it away. So not the start that the Dogs wanted as they go 3 and out. Mahaffey, high spiraling punt, bounces at about the 46-yard line and will get a few yards on the rollout. They're going to mark it right at midfield. So that is where the Santa Fe Trail offense will take the field for their first time. Bulldogs 3 and out to open the game. Now the defense will take the field to take on the Santa Fe Trail offense led by a sophomore quarterback, Luke Edwards. Not a running threat of much, just 30 yards on 24 carries. He will put the ball in the air, averages about 17 attempts per game, 792 yards passing this year, just 1 touchdown and 8 picks, though, so he can be had there. And the offense features this guy right here, Colton Worthen, who takes the first handle for Santa Fe Trail, pulling a Bulldog defender to the 46-yard line. Tristan Capel with the tackle. But Worthen on first down picks up 4 yards for the Chargers, and it's second down and 6. Opening drive for Santa Fe Trail. A great field position after they forced the 3 and out. Berkefelt on the carry this time. Gains a couple down to the 43-yard line. Connor Murray with the tackle for Baldwin.
Tackle made by Baldwin's number 1, Tristan Capel.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 3 after the 3-yard run by Berkefeld.
3rd and 3.
Big 3rd down here, likely 2-down territory, you'd think. But we'll see what happens on a 3rd down and 3. Handoff to Worthen, who was wrapped up in the backfield, but a good second effort by Worthen. Looks like it's going to get him a 1st down. Williams had a hold of him immediately, and had he been able to keep him where he was or put him for a loss, it would have been a 4th and long, and he are going to mark him just short though. So it is 4th down and less than a yard. The nose of the football just barely shy of the 40, which is where they need for the 1st down. No question, they'll go for it on this one now. And they will get the 1st down as Edwards keeps it himself. Quarterback sneak for a yard.
This is the type of offense you can kind of live with that, though. They're going to try to matriculate it down the field 3 yards at a time. Just try to bank on getting a loss on one of the downs and try to push them back a little bit.
Chargers average 145 yards of the ground on 132 through the air per game. Berkefeld broke a tackle in the backfield, breaks another tackle before he is stopped at the 34-yard line. Capel and Grossner make this tackle, but a missed opportunity there is a couple of missed tackles, and Berkefeld with a strong run for 5 yards, and it brings up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Bulldogs got good penetration that time, just couldn't quite bring him down. This type of offense, they'll try to run a lot of traps at you and counters, try to get you running upfield and kick you out.
2nd down and 5 from the Bulldog 34-yard line. It's the fullback Worthen on the carry again, gets 1. Dylan Williams drags him down for the short gain, and it will bring up 3rd down and 4 for Santa Fe Trail on their opening drive. They've had it now for 3 minutes on this drive and have moved it just 16 yards in those 3 minutes. Their longest play so far, just 5 yards, but they've gained 1 1st down, and they're working on a 3rd down and 5 coming up here. Worthen again, able to power through the middle of that Bulldog defense and has another Santa Fe Trail 1st down as he takes it to the 27-yard line. Wesley Martin and Dylan Williams on the tackle. And they continue to just pick up a few yards here, a few yards there. 6 more on that carry by Worthen, and it's a 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Couple of play fakes. Now Edwards to throw. Has a great pocket to throw from. Fires it into the back of the end zone, and a great effort made back in that back line of the end zone by Schleichter, but it's just out of his reach, and it will be a 2nd down and 10 coming up. There is a penalty flag on the play, and it looks like it's against Santa Fe Trail, a holding penalty on the Chargers.
So that'll help push them back a little bit. 1st and 20.
And you said it, Ryan. This is the type of offense you get them behind the chains, and it throws throws off what they are wanting to be able to do. So now that opportunity is there as it's a 1st down and 20. See if Baldwin can take advantage of it.
1st down, 20 yards to go for the Chargers.
Ball on the Baldwin 38-yard line. 1st down and 20. They give it to Schleichter as he was out of that wingback spot, trying to get across the formation. Takes it to the 33-yard line. Grossner on the stop. It's a 5-yard run for Schleichter, brings up 2nd down and 15.
This is when you get a break like a big penalty or a play for a loss, you don't want to give up a big play. Then that was a good job to corral him on the jet sweep that time.
A defense that has surrendered a bunch of big plays this year. Baldwin, 1 out of every 4 plays basically this year has gone for over 10 yards. But so far tonight, just 6 yards, the longest gain surrendered. And here comes that reverse as they get it initially to Berkefeld. And then he gives it off, coming back the other way to Schleichter, but he is stopped by Cole Mahaffey at the 32-yard line. They get 6 yards there on that carry. Get it back near the original line of scrimmage, but again, able to take what looked like it could have been a big play for Santa Fe Trail, but a sure-handed tackle by Mahaffey limits it to just 6 and now makes it 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, you got to really be disciplined with your eyes. They're going to run a lot of misdirection like that at you.
10th play of the drive here for Santa Fe Trail, 3rd down and 9. It's a handoff to Berkfeld, able to pick his way through the Bulldog defense inside the 10-yard line. So on 3rd down and 9, they pick up 19 yards from Theron Berkefeld, and that is the first big play of the game, and it comes at the least opportune time for this Bulldog defense. So they had him in a 3rd down and 9, and now it's a 1st down and goal at the 8.
Last week they had a couple nice goal line stands, forced a turnover, a fumble down close to the goal line, so we'll see if they can replicate that here.
Worthen up the middle, stacked up by Baldwin, and now a rugby scrum around the 5-yard line. They'll mark his forward progress at the 6. Josh Mayo with the tackle. So 2-yard run, and it brings up a 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. There is an injured Bulldog on what has been a 6-minute opening drive now for Santa Fe Trail. The Chargers forced a 3-and-out against the Bulldog offense to start this game. Took over at midfield and have now had the ball for 11 plays and have gone from the 50 down to the 6-yard line in 6 minutes time.
Yeah, on one hand, it's good they haven't really given up too many big plays, big touchdown run, but on the other hand, they're really chewing this clock, controlling it, working their way down close to the goal line.
Just one play over 6 yards so far on this drive for Santa Fe Trail, but it was a big one. It was a key play on a 3rd down and 9, the 19-yard run by Berkfeld. So with 4:26 left to play in this opening quarter, Santa Fe Trail will have it 2nd down and goal at the 6-yard line. As the injured Bulldog is able to hop up, it's Brett Davidson. No, check that. No, it's Michael Newman, 56, not 5. So Michael Newman, a freshman defensive lineman, able to walk off under his own power, which is good to see. The Bulldogs, as we've talked about many a times, they do not have a ton of depth. A very small roster, so any injury is a key injury for them, just from a sheer numbers game. We'll hope Newman's okay and possibly return later, hopefully. But right now, the Bulldogs trying to put together another goal line stand. They had a couple stands down in the red zone last week, as Ryan mentioned, and now they face 2nd down and goal at the 6 with this Santa Fe Trail offense. Edwards back under center. Hands off, working left side, Berkfeld, and he is into the end zone with a stiff arm to Grossner near the goal line. It's a 6-yard touchdown run for Theron Berkfeld. And what a drive for Santa Fe Trail. Berkfeld's 4th touchdown of the year. He has now scored a rushing touchdown in 4 consecutive ball games. And Santa Fe Trail goes 60 yards on 12 plays on the opening drive and chews up over 6 minutes of game clock. 6 minutes and 14 seconds. And the extra point is no good. It was short, so their kicker has been very good this year. Blake Bussing, and very good for his career. That time hit that one. So 6-0 Santa Fe Trail with 4:16 left in the first here on Baldwin Sports Live. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartcenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City. 6-0 Santa Fe Trail. The Chargers use a 12-play, 60-yard drive that takes 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Caps off on a 6-yard touchdown run by Theron Berkefeld. The extra point no good, leaves it 6-0 Chargers as they are set to kick it back to the Baldwin Bulldogs. High kickoff drives Grossner back near the 10-yard line. A lot of white jerseys. He tries to find a hole through, and there's nothing there. They'll mark it at the 19-yard line, where the Baldwin offense will come back onto the field. And the opening drive for the Bulldogs was a quick one. 3 plays and just 3 yards gained. And they went 3 and out and had to punt it away.
Yeah, this is a spot you just can't panic if you're the offense. You just got to try to execute better, run the stuff that you know well. Try to get a couple first downs, get it rolling.
Harvey 1 of 2 through the air on their opening drive. Cody Buck handled 1 play on the ground, and this is a fake to Buck, and Harvey will keep it himself on first down. Good gain out the 25-yard line. 6-yard first down carry. Looks like they might even give him all the way out to the 26-yard line. So it's a 7-yard run on first down for the quarterback, Harvey. It's certainly been their best rushing play, if you will, this year are the quarterback keeps. Harvey last week against Bishop Ward ran for 44 yards on 11 carries. Cole Mahaffey in the game he started at quarterback against Perry LeCompton ran for 50 yards out of the quarterback spot. Here's Cody Buck. Burst through the hole, has a Baldwin first down to the 31-yard line. Nice run by Buck to move the chains. Noriega and Hook on the tackle.
That's exactly what you're looking for. If you can get a first down without even getting a third down, that's offense at its finest.
5-yard run by Cody Buck makes it first down and 10. Baldwin at the 31-yard line. Quick pass over the middle, and there's his man with a first down and a lot more. Headed towards the end zone. Take it to the house for the touchdown. Sam Darnell goes the distance, 69 yards for the Bulldog touchdown on the quick hot pass over the middle. Harvey to Darnell, 69 yards and a Bulldog touchdown.
Yeah, that's that little play action pop pass to Darnell. They've run it all year long. This is perfectly executed. Nice run in the foot race by Darnell. Nobody's catching him.
So the Bulldogs scored for the first time last week. It took until the fourth quarter to get that point. And here they score with 2:50 left in the first quarter and a chance to take their first lead of the season with this 2-point try. Harvey with a fake to Buck, rolls and throws for Nowak. His tight end off his hand, incomplete. So the 2-point try fails, but we're knotted up 6 apiece with 2:50 left to play in the first quarter. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
2:50 left to play in the first quarter. We're tied up 6 apiece as Baldwin finds the end zone on a 3-play, 81-yard drive. A minute 26 off the clock, 69-yard strike. Jack Harvey to Sam Darnell. And Bulldog fans, you might want to see that one again. Don't forget, you can get a clip of the latest big play by texting Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Baldwin Sports Live partnering with EZ Relic to give our viewers a chance to capture every moment of every game. Get every highlight sent right to your phone by texting Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Best of all, it's free. And you can learn more by going to ezrelic.com. 6-6 ball game, 2:50 left in the first quarter. And Santa Fe Trail will get set to get the football back. And last time they had it, they started right at midfield and used a 12-play drive to go down and score. Bulldogs will look to pin a little deeper this time. Fielded at the 20-yard line and then tripping and falling down at the 24-yard line was Cody Slavin on that return.
It's like pesky 25-yard line, reached out and grabbed him.
Had to go low to catch that. Got a little top heavy. So the Chargers offense, nothing too flashy the first time they had it, Ryan. 12 plays, 60 yards. Their longest play on that opening drive, a 19-yard third down run by Bergfeld, but everything else was 6 yards or fewer. Wasn't flashy, but it was effective. And this first down play is buried in the backfield. It looks like Worthen was able to spin off and maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage. But Michael Newman, who was injured last series, back in there, helped lead that charge by the Bulldog defense along with Jake Van Horn. And it's a 1-yard loss to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's where you got to tell your secondary, stay disciplined. Don't come up on the play action. They might try it here.
They are going to throw and try to set up a middle screen. Baldwin's there to defend it out to the 30 or 31-yard line. On the play for Santa Fe Trail was Slavin, the tight end. Murray makes the tackle, but they pick up 8 yards on that second down play and brings up a 3rd down and 3. Handoff comes this near side. Bergfeld broke one tackle but can't get away from the pursuit. Jake Van Horn makes the tackle in the backfield. Tristan Capel there to help him out as well. And they will mark it back to the 27-yard line, a 4-yard loss, and it's 4th down.
This Bulldog defense just flying around, gang tackling, swarming. Coaches got to love what they see early.
Well, let's see if the punt team comes on. I would imagine this would be a punt situation all the way on a 4th down and 6. Thomas Baughman is the punter. Riker Grossner is back deep for the Bulldogs. Good snap, and the punt is away. High punt, not very deep. Takes a nice Santa Fe Trail bounce, though, and the Chargers going to get 20-plus yards on the rollout. It'll come to a rest at the 34-yard line. So a good series there by the Baldwin defense. A 3-and-out. They force the punt, and with the momentum on the side of the Bulldogs, Baldwin will take over on their own 34-yard line. 1st down and 10, and a tie ball game. A chance to go down and take their first lead of the season. A 69-yard touchdown pass to Sam Darnell. Capped off their last drive. They'll start this one on the ground with Cody Buck. Cody gets 2 as he crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. Isaac Hook leads the charge on the tackle of Buck.
Cody Buck, tackled made by Santa Fe Trail. Number 30, Isaac Hook, number 36, chased to the rest.
2nd down and 8. And they don't have to snap it again before the quarter expires. We'll see if they get one more snap off. Clock underneath. 10 seconds left in the quarter. And they do get the snap away. Harvey keeps it himself. Jack is wrapped up for a short gain. Just a yard on the play. Tackle is made by Colton Worthen. We have played one. We're tied at 6. Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail here on Baldwin Sports Live.
When choosing a bank, Wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Start of the second quarter in Baldwin tonight. All tied up 6 apiece between Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail. And the Baldwin Bulldogs facing a third down and 7 as we start this second quarter. And they go to the air, incomplete pass off the hand of Sam Darnell. So a 3 and out for the Bulldogs, unable to take advantage of the 3 and out that their defense forced. And it looks like they'll be punting it back to Santa Fe Trail. Late substitution coming on for Baldwin as they get their punt personnel on the field. Mahaffey to punt it away, and before he can do so, there is a flag. And it is a false start against Baldwin. So moving back 5. And it's 4th down and 13. Doesn't change a whole lot here as Mahaffey will once again look to punt it away. Nice kick by Mahaffey. Bounces at the 44-yard line. Takes a big Baldwin bounce. And the Bulldogs will put it to rest at the 29-yard line. So the score remains 6-6, Ryan, as the Baldwin defense will come back onto the field looking to build off of a 3 and out they forced last time.
Yeah, no, they got all the momentum right now, even though they had to punt it away there. They're playing well tonight. This is kind of a different mindset than the other games. Not that you're not going out to win every game, but when kind of locked in a battle after one quarter, got to make sure that don't let the nerves get you. You see you got an absolutely winnable game on your hands here.
So 1st down and 10 for Santa Fe Trail from the 29-yard line of the Chargers. They'll start it on the ground, short gain. Newman and Van Horn able to stuff that run for just 2 yards.
Once again, that D-line is doing a great job just mucking things up there in the middle and not letting the offensive line get much of a push. Anytime they try to run up the middle, not much there.
Under 4 yards per carry right now for the Chargers. Looking to pass on 2nd down and 8. And a sack for Connor Murray back at the 25-yard line. There is a penalty flag on the play. But if this is an offensive penalty, you'll likely see Baldwin decline it after the 6-yard loss on the sack by Murray. And it's actually a sideline interference warning against Baldwin. So it's not a penalty per se, but it is a warning on the sideline interference on Baldwin. So good news is play stands at the 6-yard loss on the sack by Connor Murray. And now it's 3rd down and 14 for Santa Fe Trail.
Didn't think that Baldwin had enough people on the sideline to get a warning, but
Schleichter on the carry. Another penalty flag is thrown. He takes it to 28 for 3. Nowak and Andazola make the tackle.
9, Miguel Andazola. number
It's a
84,
penalty against Santa Fe Trail, so that will be declined.
Holding penalty called against the offense.
The hold will be declined and set up a 4th down and 11. So another good stop by the Baldwin defense. A second straight 3-and-out force by the Bulldogs.
All of a sudden, this game turned into a defensive struggle.
Well, the key really has been those first down plays, right, Ryan? These last couple of drives. Baldwin defense able to keep Santa Fe Trail from doing anything on first down, putting them behind the chains, and that was something they didn't do on the opening drive for Santa Fe Trail, which resulted in a touchdown for the Chargers. So Bauman to punt it away on 4th and 11. Grossner will field it off of a bounce, headed back the other way into Charger territory and dropped at the 45-yard line. Excellent field position coming up for the Bulldogs with 10:08 left to play in the first half. Great opportunity upcoming for Baldwin.
Number 62, Cole Floyd. First and 10, Bulldogs, 45.
Jack Harvey brings the play in from the sideline, connected with Sam Darnell for a 69-yard touchdown.
The team currently has a 24-3 record.
It tied the game up at 6. They were unable to convert the extra point, the 2-point try. So once again, they'll have a chance to go down and take the lead here. Darnell out of the, Harvey out of the shotgun. Mahaffey has a step on the defender. The pass by Harvey is on the target, but Mahaffey can't reel it in. Oh man, they had it right there. A great ball by Jack Harvey, and Mahaffey just unable to haul that one in as he had a couple of steps on the defender there. He had beaten the corner Slavin, but can't haul in the deep pass, which would have been an easy touchdown.
Yeah, that one hurts. It was a decent throw. It looked like it kind of just went through the arms of Mahaffey, but that's a good sign. It's a good matchup that you can exploit with Mahaffey out wide there. He's got the speed and the size.
So Mahaffey goes wide to the right now, and Darnell, who had the big touchdown, is the receiver who just sprinted over here to the near side. It's Grossner out of the slot. Jet sweep. Riker Grossner gets the corner to the 40 for a 5-yard gain. Berkfeld along with Weekly making the tackle.
Number 26, Cameron Duncan.
Good gain there, 5 yards, makes it 3rd down and 5.
Number 12, Austin Weekly.
Yeah, once again, we talked about this is probably 2-down territory, so you don't have to get it all on 3rd down here. Just need a positive play.
Is also ranked in the state poll. They will host Spring Hill on Tuesday. A home game beginning at 4 p.m.
Harvey from the shotgun on 3rd down and 5 from the Santa Fe Trail 40. Quick pass for Mahaffey, and it's over his head, incomplete. Had inside positioning on Slankter, but the pass too tall for the 6'3 senior wideout Cole Mahaffey. So 4th down and 5, and I doubt there's much thought to it here for Bob Lisher. I'd imagine the offense is going for it all the way here on 4th and 5 at the 40.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more of a decision, knowing how well your defense has been playing the last few series. You could pin them back deep, win the field position, but it looks like they're going to go for it. I like the decision.
Play clock underneath the 10 seconds, so they're going to have to hurry to get this snap off. Certainly don't want to take a penalty here. Play clock at 3. Harvey gets the snap and a little quick punt from Harvey. Bounce the 15 inside the 5, and this one will come to a rest down around the 3-yard line. So you mentioned, Ryan, that the field position game right now, perhaps that's the way to go because the defense for Baldwin has been so good the last 2 possessions, and Jack Harvey couldn't have delivered a better pooch punt that time. He pins it down at the 3-yard line.
And that's perfectly executed. You don't see the pooch punt much anymore, but that kind of doesn't let the defense get a guy back there to return it, and you just get an easy little roll there. Couldn't ask for a better punt from Harvey. He can do it all.
Well, let's see if the Bulldog defense can take advantage now as they've got Santa Fe Trail pinned back deep at their own 3-yard line to start this possession. Edwards under center. Hands off to Worthen, who spun forward for a yard. Quickly grabbed and brought down for just A 1-yard gain by Zane Nowak. Really didn't even get a full yard on it. I'm going to say no gain, maybe a half yard at best for Worthen. So it's 2nd down and 10, they're going to call it. Ball goes from just inside of the 3 to just outside of the 3. Worthen again. This time it was Dylan Williams who wrapped him up immediately. 2 yards out to the 5-yard line, so 3rd down and 8. And the decision to play field position would pay off big time if the Bulldogs can make a stop here on 3rd and 8.
It's been much improved tackling so far in this first half from the Dogs.
Big 3rd down and 8 from the 5-yard line. Edwards to throw, quick pass over the middle and caught. It's a 1st down out to the 19-yard line. Landon Watkins hauls in his 12th reception of the year and picks up 15 yards on 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Mahaffey was there as decent coverage. It was just he put the pass right where only his guy could get it. It was a good route, good play. 1st down Chargers.
Sophomore quarterback Edwards from his own end zone. A calm composure on that pass. 3-step drop, quickly got it out and converts. Now Birkfeld on 1st down and 10. Out to the 26-yard line. Capel makes the tackle, a 7-yard 1st down run. Brings up a 2nd down and short. Well, that was a huge conversion by Santa Fe Trail. Even if they don't end up coming away with any points here, the Chargers were able to at least flip some field position back. That was the thing Baldwin was looking to take advantage of, and now Santa Fe Trail has given themselves a little breathing room. They've got it 2nd down and 3 at the 26-yard line, nearing the midway point of this 2nd quarter. Still just 6-6. An opening drive touchdown for Santa Fe Trail. The Bulldogs responded on the very next possession with a 69-yard touchdown pass of their own. And now on a 2nd and 3, Edwards takes a deep shot, and the pass ends up short. The receiver was behind the defense, but Slachter was underthrown, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 3 on the long incompletion.
That's one of those you kind of got away with as the Bulldogs defense, play action, get a guy running back behind you. You never want to let anybody get behind you. Just underthrown. Another big 3rd down here. Sorry, Bryce.
Yeah, no, they take that shot on 2nd and 3, knowing that they still got a short 3rd down if they failed on it. And now here is that 3rd down play. 3rd and 3. Birkfeld gets the carry, trying to get to the corner on the left side. Ushered out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. Looked like he might be just short. They'll put it at the 33-yard line. Or excuse me, at the 28-yard line. So they are a yard short, and it'll be a 4th down and 1.
It's not quite enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th and about 1 yard.
Well, now you got a decision here. You're deep in your own territory at the 28-yard line. It is only a 4th and 1. Does Jason Duncan roll the dice and potentially set up Baldwin with a very short field, or does he go ahead and play the field position game as we've seen from both these teams and punt it away? They're going to take some extra time to talk about it with a timeout. 6:23 left to play in the first half. All knotted up at 6. Baldwin and Santa Fe Trail on Baldwin Sports Live. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. All right, Ryan, 4th down and 1 for Santa Fe Trail on their own 28-yard line. What's the call here? What's Jason Duncan going to do for the Chargers?
I would expect an outside run, but if you're the Bulldogs, I mean, this is the biggest play of the game so far. I don't want to overblow it, but 6:23 left in the first half, tie game. If the Bulldogs stop them here, got a great field position, chance to really take a hold of this game. See what they go with, though.
Worthen is their power back. He's the fullback with his hand on the turf behind the quarterback, Edwards. They've already used the quarterback sneak once tonight. You're right, Ryan. They try to get to the outside with Berkefeld, who lowers his shoulder and has the first down. Now, they had a shot at stopping him, but give Theron Berkefeld credit. Lowered the shoulder right into the Bulldogs' leading tackler on the year, Wesley Martin, and doesn't get much, but he only needed one, and he got two, so it's a first down and 10 for Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to give the other team credit. They had everything, did everything right, just lowered his shoulder and got a yard.
A new set of downs at the 30-yard line. Remember, this possession started back at the Chargers' own 3-yard line. Here's the 8th play of the drive, and it's a pass over the outstretched arms of Kyle Strother. So second down and 10 upcoming for Santa Fe Trail. Bulldogs played the field position game to pin the Chargers deep. Had a chance to have that payoff in spades with a third down and 8 from back at the 5-yard line. But a big 15-yard completion, or make that a 14-yard completion to Landon Watkins. Got them off their own goal line, and now from the 30, it's second down and 10. Slant is caught. Good catch in traffic made by Watkins. The ball came out late. And it looks like they're going to rule it a catch, and forward progress stopped at the 40-yard line for a 10-yard gain and another first down.
Wow. That was a close one. I wasn't sure if he year all-time maintained control as he went to the ground, but they're going to give it to him.
Second first down catch of this drive for Landon Watkins. And it's got the ball out to the 40-yard line now for Santa Fe Trail. A first down and 10 with 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Watkins will once again look to throw. Looking to the backside. Darnell is there defensively, and he's got the interception. First interception of the year for the Baldwin Bulldogs as Sam Darnell kept his discipline there on the wingback. Berkefeld sneaking out the backside, and Darnell was not fooled. Step for step with him, and it might as well have been thrown to Darnell. He looked like the intended receiver on that one as he picks off Watkins, the 9th interception thrown this year by, picks off Edwards, I should say. 9th pick thrown by Edwards, and a first down and 10, Baldwin.
Great play by Darnell. Edwards was living dangerously those last few passes. He threw it into traffic and got bit there.
The defense with another stop, and now the offense looking for a quick strike on the sudden change. Deep for Grossner, and just out of his reach, incomplete.
I love it, though. Getting some excitement going in the offense. The crowd's loving it. Got ourselves a competitive football game, Bryce.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming for the Bulldogs, and you know these guys have been looking forward to this ball game. Not that they haven't looked forward to the other games this year, but this one certainly a game that as they've prepared all week, they can come into saying, you know what, we're similar with this Santa Fe Trail team in terms, both have a lot of youth on their rosters. Both are currently looking to kind of build their programs back up, and the Bulldogs have responded tonight. They got punched to the mouth early on an opening drive touchdown by Santa Fe Trail, but Baldwin responded right back, and now looking to go down and take the lead as Nowak can't haul it in on the bobble, and it'll bring up a third down and 10. So unfortunately, after that interception by Darnell, they have quickly put themselves in a third down and long.
Number 16, Cody Slayton. Second, third and 10, BHS.
Darnell having a big game so far for the Bulldogs. 69-yard touchdown reception. The interception now on the defensive side of the football. Perhaps they call his number again on third and 10. He's got the hot hand tonight, number 88. He goes wide to the right. Third down and 10. Harvey looking left the whole way, got hit, the ball comes loose, and it's fallen on by Santa Fe Trail at the 33-yard line. So a turnover forced right back as Santa Fe Trail will take over at the Baldwin 34-yard line. The recovery by Lucas Ballou, and a big play coming right back for the Santa Fe Trail defense.
It's a tough break. Harvey's been kind of getting used to having a clean pocket. The offensive line's been doing a good job protecting him. He just didn't quite feel that pressure coming off his right side. They got to him. This is big for the defense here that you've been playing well. Put in a sudden change spot, can you respond?
5:01 left in the half. Big play for the Santa Fe Trail defense to set up the offense now, and they'll get a big play on first down. Colton Worthen finally breaks free for the first time tonight in a powerful run down by the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1-yard line. A 31-yard run by Worthen sets him up first down and goal at the 1. Tristan Capel with a touchdown saving tackle. But Worthen, who had gained just 18 yards on 9 carries prior to that handle, takes it all the way to the 1.
Yeah, that time the Chargers able to outflank Baldwin, get to the outside, some good blocking, set up that big run.
First down and goal from the 1-yard line. Edwards keeps it himself. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And Santa Fe Trail retakes the lead 12-6 with 4:48 left to play in the first half. They missed their extra point after their first touchdown. And 3-time All-Pioneer League kicker Blake Bussing missed the first. And will they try to chase those points back? It looks like they will. They're going to keep. Nope, they're going to go for the extra point. So here comes another extra point try to extend the lead to 7. Oh, it's a fake. Edwards to throw. Has a man wide open. And the 2-point conversion is successful. Landon Watkins hauls in the 2-point pass from Edwards. And it's 14-6 Santa Fe Trail with 4:48 left to play in the first half on Baldwin Sports Live. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. 4:48 left to play in the first half as Santa Fe Trail takes advantage of a short field after the fumble. 2 plays, 32 yards, 13 seconds, and a 1-yard touchdown run by the quarterback on the sneak, Luke Edwards. And then Edwards found Watkins on the fake field goal for the 2-point conversion to make it 14-6 Santa Fe Trail. Good kick. Drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Baldwin will take over at the 20-yard line with 4:48 left to play in the half, down by 8. If you're looking for a great job with a growing family-owned company in Baldwin City, check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're actively looking to fill positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. Excellent pay, competitive benefit packages, climate-controlled work environment, and a friendly support staff that's dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Contact jobs at riceprecision.com to set up an interview today. 4:48 left in the half. Jack Harvey and the Bulldog offense back at it from their own 20. Harvey on the quarterback keep, able to break a tackle, gets free into the secondary, and has a Bulldog first down out across the 30-yard line. Isaac Hook runs him down along with Jenneret, and that is a 11-yard first down or 12-yard first down run by Harvey, and a 1st and 10 at the 32.
Really good play there from Jack. He looked like he was going to get tackled for a loss, a couple of yards in the backfield, and was able to just jet around the outside, outrun the defense.
Bulldogs have not been able to sustain a drive yet tonight. They have not had a drive last more than 3 plays so far in this game. As Harvey will throw on 1st and 10. It's Mahaffey, the target. And tight coverage on the play by Schleichter, and it's incomplete.
Yet again, Harvey puts it only where Mahaffey can grab it.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Just having a bit of a rough game so far, a couple drops on long balls, but you got to keep going to him. He's got that matchup advantage on the outside. He'll catch it.
As we saw last week, only takes one to really get a big play out there to Mahaffey. He's a potential game-changing play anytime you throw it to him, but just 2 out of 9 so far in this game for Harvey. 2nd down and 10 at the 32. Option, pitch to Buck. He's got room on this side, cuts it back. Nice move by Buck out to the 43-yard line. An 11-yard, make it 12-yard run by Harvey, or make that Buck rather, and a 1st down before Colton Worthen makes the tackle.
This is a great example of the improvements that you see week to week. We saw a couple of those option plays last week kind of not go very well. The pitch was actually ruled a forward pass because the timing just wasn't there. Now they're running that option, speed option, running it well executed that time. Cody Buck out in space.
A 1st and 10 of their own 44-yard line. This snap will be their 4th of this series, which will make it their longest drive in terms of plays so far tonight. Timeout taken. We'll step aside with 3:36 remaining in the first half. Baldwin looking to go and answer once again. Down 8 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality, with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
.336 left to play in the first half in what's been an excellent ball game so far tonight here at Liston Stadium. Santa Fe Trail with a 14-6 lead on top of Baldwin. Santa Fe Trail scored last time they had it. The first time they scored, the ensuing possession, Baldwin answered to tie the game up. Bulldogs, we're going to do it again on this ensuing possession after the Santa Fe Trail score. 1st down and 10 of the 44. Buck again on the carry. And it's a 5-yard 1st down run by Cody. Noriega and Robert make the tackle. But a solid 5 yards on 1st down to set up a 2nd and 5, just shy of midfield.
5-yard gain of the play, 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Harvey to throw on 2nd and 5. Out to Mahaffey. Kind of bobbled it, but does haul it in. And he is pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line of Santa Fe Trail. It's a 7-yard completion to Mahaffey, his 2nd grab of the ball game, and this is a Bulldog 1st down.
Yeah, a lot better that time from Mahaffey. Making a good catch, even though he bobbled it a little bit. Doesn't matter, the end result, 1st down for the Bulldogs. Now they got a drive marching down the field.
They've been taking a lot of deep shots tonight. Perhaps a few of those types of throws, higher percentage throws, will get the confidence back up, get the good vibes going on this passing game for the Bulldogs. As Harvey again throws, and he was looking for Grossner, who turned inside, and it looked like Harvey was anticipating him to turn outside. So the pass falls incomplete, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
You can live with that, though, incompletion every now and then from Harvey. I know he's had several, but earlier in the year, you know, he would try to force some of those in there, and it might be intercepted and a turnover, but that's just part of the improvements that we've seen from Baldwin over the course of the year.
There is a holding penalty on that play as well against the Bulldogs. They will march it all the way back to the 43-yard line. The hold happened 3 yards deep into the backfield, so they mark it 10 yards from there, and it results in about a 13-yard loss for Baldwin. It's still first down, but it's first down at 23. Harvey runs out of time, throws off his back foot into traffic, and it's picked off. Talon Long on the interception for Santa Fe Trail. Well, you just mentioned it, Ryan. That time, Harvey under some pressure and just throws it up for grabs. Ill-advised decision by the young quarterback and an interception for the Santa Fe Trail defense.
Yeah, it's the old announcer's jinx once again. You would have been much better off just feeling that pressure rolling out of the pocket. That way you give yourself the option to run or pass. Sometimes you get pressure in your face, and it's a lot easier to say those things standing up here than when you got 4 guys trying to tackle you.
A turnover sets up Santa Fe Trail with the ball on their own 48 with 2:25 left to play in this first half. Edwards on first down, hands off to Worthen. Falls forward out to the 46 of Baldwin. A 6-yard first down run. Miguel Andazola makes the stop for Baldwin. Second down and 4 coming up.
Can't tell you how huge this drive is, though. You finally kind of got a ball game that you're in, and you can't let your head get down and let them score before half here, because they will get the ball to start the second half as well, I believe. So.
Yeah, you're right. That makes this a huge possession. As you'd have the potential to fall down 3 scores without ever possessing the ball again. Edwards to throw on a double move for Long. He makes the catch just outside the 20-yard line. Mahaffey swings him out of bounds inside the 10. A big play on 2nd and 5. They pick up 41 yards, and it's first and goal at the 6.
Mahaffey just got turned around in coverage a little bit there, lost the ball. Otherwise, he might have had a chance to pick that one off. It was up in the air, floating for a long time. But now you got to really, really get down in the trenches, try to keep them out. 1.5 minutes left in this half.
So Talon Long had the interception, and then the sophomore comes back with a 40-yard reception there. He's having himself quite the little stretch here. It's first and goal at the 7. Berkfeld stood up at the 5-yard line, give him 2, and brings up 2nd and goal with the clock ticking down near a minute left in the half.
Chargers still have 2 timeouts, I believe.
Yep.
Number 68, Wes Martin. Number 88, Sandra Allen. Number 30, Connor Murray.
There's still plenty of time with the 2 timeouts, and the ball sitting at the 5-yard line. It's 2nd down and goal. Santa Fe Trail would like to score and leave no time left on that clock either. Don't give Baldwin a chance for a quick answer. 2nd and goal to the 5. Berkfeld again, able to break through an ankle tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Second of the game for Theron Berkfeld, his first multi-TD game of the year, and this one makes it 20-6 Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah, it's tough for Baldwin. Really could have used a stop there. Another one of those sweep plays around the outside. That's where Baldwin's gotten gashed all year.
So they failed to make the extra point after their first touchdown. They faked the extra point kick and threw for a 2-point conversion after their second touchdown. And this time they'll go for the extra point, but it's blocked by Wesley Martin. So it's 20-6 Santa Fe Trail with 28 seconds left to play in the first half. We're back in a moment on Baldwin Sports Live. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to. 8 seconds remaining in the first half in Baldwin tonight. 20-6. Santa Fe trails. The Chargers take advantage of back-to-back Baldwin possessions ending in turnovers. A fumble, and they scored after that one, a 32-yard touchdown drive. Then the interception. 4 plays, 52 yards, and a $1.57 off the clock. A 5-yard touchdown run for Theron Berkefeld, his second of the game. So 2 Baldwin turnovers. Both have resulted in Santa Fe Trail touchdowns on the ensuing possessions. It is now 20-6 Chargers with 28 seconds left in the half. Ryan mentioned it on that last possession, but the Chargers will get the ball to start the second half as well. So that is a big late touchdown off the turnover. 28 seconds still left. Baldwin perhaps can come up with a big play before this half ends. Grossner, good return back to the 35-yard line. The kicker, Bauman, makes the tackle. So with only 19 seconds left in the half, the Bulldogs do have 2 timeouts, and knowing that Santa Fe Trail is going to get that ball again to start the second half, do you get a little more aggressive right here, Ryan?
I would go into the depths of the playbook, see maybe you got a hook and ladder in there somewhere.
They scored on a 69-yard touchdown back in the first quarter, did Baldwin. Can they strike for another big play here? They'll keep it on the ground instead. Cody Buck has room to roam. He is across the 35, out near midfield, still on his feet, and brought down to the 49-yard line with 9 seconds left to play in a half. A 14-yard run by Buck.
See if they take a timeout here.
The clock is momentarily stopped while they move the chains. And now they will take the timeout. The Bulldogs, after a 15-yard first down run by Buck, have it at midfield with 9 seconds left. And if you take a short attempt here, try to pick up another 10, 15 yards, you have time for probably 2 plays. If you take the deep shot, you may be down to just 1 play here. We'll see what Bob Lisher decides to do in this Bulldog offense. Again, they do have a timeout, so they have the option to throw something quick over the middle perhaps, or like that last play, give it to Cody Buck again with Santa Fe Trail kind of playing back conservatively.
Yeah, you might see Darnell over the middle, big target. Like you said, you don't have to throw it to the boundary right now. You got that timeout in your pocket. If you can just get it, I mean, Harvey, we've seen 40, 45, 50 yards in the air, he can throw it, so just get a little closer. You might try a Hail Mary. Mahaffey's got the size advantage on just about everybody. He might get a big play there.
Yeah, when you've got Mahaffey at 6'4", Nowak at 6'4", Darnell, Grossner will 6'2". You've got the size there. And Santa Fe Trail, they're going to go back into their prevent defense. They've got 2 defenders all the way back at the 10-yard line. So if you're Baldwin, perhaps with 9 seconds of a timeout, you go ahead and take something underneath, pick up another chunk. That's what they'll look to do. This pass caught by Mahaffey. 5 seconds left. Mahaffey inside the 35 with 1 second left. The clock has expired, but let's see if they put some more time up there. Bob Lisher was calling for a timeout on the sideline.
Santa Fe's running off the field.
Yeah, they're going to try to convince the officials the half is over by running off the field. Let's see if they put some time on. I think they might. They're going to discuss it at the very least. There's a 16-yard completion. And they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. I was going to say, when Mahaffey went down, there were still 2 seconds when I looked up at the clock. It went down to 1, and Bob Lisher was calling for the timeout. So they will reset the game clock to 1 second.
And that was perfectly executed. That was just what we were talking about. Getting a little more yardage, and now just throw it up, see what happens.
Yeah, definitely in range now where Harvey can get a pass into the end zone. Once again, Santa Fe Trail sends 2 defenders way back at the 5-yard line. Another line of defenders at the 15 and another one at the 25. Just 3 guys up at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if number 12 can channel his inner Aaron Rodgers a little bit. Probably the best I've seen of the Hail Mary.
And now Santa Fe Trail is going to take a timeout. The official signaled Baldwin, but it's Santa Fe Trail who uses the timeout there. See how Baldwin lined up. And now they'll adjust accordingly with their defense. So Baldwin, if they come out in that same formation, they had both Darnell and Mahaffey to this near side, which would be the left side of the offensive formation. Those have been their 2 biggest play guys in the passing game this year. So good size across the board with this receiving core. And if Harvey is able to get a little bit of time, that's the other side of that Hail Mary. It requires the offensive line to do a little protecting because you got to get those receivers a chance to get down the field.
Yeah, Harvey's got to be aware. I mean, you can't take a sack here, obviously. You got to scramble out a little bit, buy some time if you have to. Biggest thing is just to get it up in the air into the end zone any way you can. Like the old game of 500 back in the day.
Grossner goes wide to the right. Nowak, the tight end, attached to the right side, and you've got Darnell slot left with Mahaffey wide left. So here we go, final play, barring a penalty in the first half. Harvey gets rid of it. It's underthrown and incomplete. Didn't have time, really. The pressure got on him right away and forced Harvey to get rid of that quickly. So they won't be able to come up jackpot on that Hail Mary, but we'll head to the half and a 2-score game. Santa Fe Trail 20, Baldwin 6 through 1 half of football tonight from Liston Stadium. Coming up next, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. We'll get you the Baldwin sports update across the rest of the sports for Baldwin, what they've been up to as we head towards postseason time for everybody, and get all the first half numbers for you and more coming up on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. 20-6, Santa Fe Trail leads Baldwin after 1 half of football. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to. Welcome into the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. 20-6, Santa Fe Trail on top of Baldwin through 1 half of football today. Halftime show brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Good first half of football here tonight from Liston Stadium. 20-6 Santa Fe Trail lead, taking advantage of a couple of late Baldwin turnovers to take a 2-score lead into halftime. We'll run down all the first half numbers for you and some more analysis of this first half. But first, let's take a look At our Baldwin Sports update, we'll start with Baldwin Soccer, who opened their week with a 5-1 victory over Midland Academy. Caleb Carr with a pair of goals in that one for the Bulldogs to lead them to victory. And then they hit the road on Thursday for a visit out to Tonganoxie, where they played a scoreless first half, and Dylan Patterson put the goal home for Baldwin with 23 minutes to play, and that was all the Dogs needed as Caden Englert put a shutout up in goal, and the Bulldogs picked up a nice 1-0 road victory over Tonganoxie. So now 11-3-1 on the year. Bulldogs just a half a game behind Eudora for the best record in the East region of Class 4A. They will host 10-4 Spring Hill coming up next week on Tuesday. So that will be a big game. Baldwin 11-3-1, Spring Hill 10-4. Game scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, and we'll have the match live for you right here on Baldwin Sports Live. It's also senior night for Baldwin Soccer next Tuesday night. So catch the Bulldogs in action Tuesday, 4 o'clock right here on Baldwin Sports Live against Spring Hill for that soccer home finale next Tuesday, late afternoon, evening. As for the volleyball team, they swept Tonganoxie on Tuesday night, winning 25-14, 25-22, 25-13. Sophomore Fisayo Afanja recorded a team-high 16 kills to go along with 6 blocks. Junior Cheney Barth, a double-double, 14 kills, 13 digs. And then the Bulldogs, another sweep on Wednesday night that defeated Piper 25-14, 25-17, 25-18. Barth recorded her third straight double-double, 13 kills and 14 digs. Afanja added another dozen kills, making it her 6th straight match with double-digit kills for the Bulldogs, who are now 25-3 on the season. They are currently ranked number 4 in the latest 4A coaches poll. They've got the second best record in Class 4A on the east side with just 2 matches left before Sub-State begins. Baldwin is on the road twice next week. They'll play at West Franklin on Monday night and then at Spring Hill on Tuesday night before they get into Sub-State play the following weekend. Girls cross country had the Frontier League meet on Thursday. The Baldwin girls finished second behind Eudora by 1 single point. Eudora and Baldwin currently the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams respectively in girls cross country state rankings in Class 4A, and they could not have run any closer in the Frontier League meet as Eudora just edged Baldwin by 1 point. Riley Smith finished 4th individually. Jana Landreth 6th place. Lily Breckheisen was in 10th, and Bailey Smith also in the top 15 for the Bulldogs as she came in 14th overall. Boys team finished 7th at that Frontier League meet. A.J. Messick was the Bulldogs' top runner. He came in 24th overall. And the cross-country teams now will prepare for regionals. That will be run next Saturday, October 23rd, right here in Baldwin. Girls tennis, their season came to an end this past Saturday at regionals in Topeka. None of the Bulldogs able to advance past the opening round of matches there at the regional tournament. There's a look at the latest in the Baldwin sports landscape here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. 20-6, our halftime score here tonight. Santa Fe Trail on top of Baldwin. We'll check all the first half numbers for you when we come back here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center. Featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Halftime in Baldwin tonight, 20-6, Santa Fe Trail on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and in what was a pretty competitive first half. A lot of back and forth in that first half, Ryan, and really it's not as simple as just breaking it down to one thing, but really the one thing that separates the two teams right now is Santa Fe Trail. They were able to capitalize on 2 Baldwin turnovers with 2 touchdowns. Baldwin on the 1 Santa Fe Trail turnover, unable to capitalize. They turned it back right on the next possession, and those 2 turnover-led touchdown drive for Santa Fe Trail, the difference right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty even game, X's and O's wise, but like you said, those 2 turnovers and a couple penalties, putting the Bulldogs back behind the chains a couple times, a couple drop passes, some missed tackles, just kind of things that have, plagued the Bulldogs all year. We'll see if they can improve on that in the second half, but overall, it's the most competitive half of football they've played all year, and so should have some confidence coming out of halftime, see if they can turn the score around.
Santa Fe Trail opened the game by forcing a 3-and-out against the Baldwin offense, and then the Chargers went 12 plays, 60 yards, 6 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock for a 6-yard touchdown run by Theron Berkefeld. That gave the Chargers a 6-0 lead, but then Baldwin answered in just a minute and 26. A 69-yard touchdown pass from Jack Harvey to Sam Darnell, knotted it back up at 6 apiece. Then it was punt, 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 turnover on the ensuing 6 possessions alternating between the two teams. It was after that Darnell interception, just 3 plays later, Baldwin lost it on a fumble that set up a short field. Santa Fe Trail 2 plays, 32 yards, a 1-yard touchdown run by Luke Edwards gave the Chargers the lead back at 14-6 after a 2-point conversion. The next possession for Baldwin, they were moving the ball, had it out near midfield, but then another turnover as Harvey was picked off following a penalty that put him in a long yardage situation, and Harvey threw one up for grabs. Taylon Long intercepted it for Santa Fe Trail, and then they needed just 4 plays to go down and score again. 40 of the 52 yards on that ensuing possession coming on a long pass to the guy who intercepted the ball, Taylon Long, and Berkefeld capped off another drive with his second touchdown run from 5 yards out to make it 20-6 Santa Fe Trail. And that's where we stand right now. The first half numbers, Santa Fe Trail 183 yards of offense, Baldwin with 155. For the Chargers, as they've been pretty much all year, pretty balanced, 111 on the ground, 72 through the air. Baldwin with 62 yards rushing in the first half, which is more than halfway to a season high already for the Bulldogs. 93 yards through the air for Baldwin. Individually, Harvey just 4 of 13. So the efficiency not there in the passing game tonight. Harvey coming into this game was completing 46% of his passes, but he is at just 31% in the first half of this one. 4 of 13 for 93 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That touchdown was to Sam Darnell, who had 1 catch for 69 yards at the score. The other 3 completions all went to Cole Mahaffey, 3 grabs and 24 yards for Mahaffey. Cody Buck, 6 carries, 41 yards in the first half. It is by far his best game of the year on the ground. Is the 41 yards he had in the first half matches his 41 yards he has for the season coming into this ball game. Harvey, 4 carries for 16 yards, and Riker Grossner, 1 carry for 5 yards. Santa Fe Trail, Luke Edwards, the quarterback for the Chargers, 4 of 7, 72 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. 2 of those receptions were made by Landon Watkins, 2 for 24 for Watkins. Aiden Slavin caught 1 pass for 8 yards, and Taylon Long caught 1 for 40. On the ground, leading rusher is Colton Worthen, 12 carries, 56 yards. Theron Berkefeld, 9 carries, 45 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Trenton Schleichter, 3 carries for 14 yards, and Luke Edwards, 3 carries, a loss of 4 yards, but does have the touchdown as he ran that quarterback sneak in for a 1-yard score. So 20-6, that is the halftime score here in Baldwin tonight. Defensive leaders, Tristan Capel, the leading tackler right now for Baldwin. 5 tackles, 1 for a loss. 4 tackles each for Mahaffey, Murray, Williams, and Martin. 2 tackles for loss for Jake Van Horn in the first half. Connor Murray with a sack. Isaac Hook leads the Santa Fe Trail defense with 3 tackles. Colton Worthen and Nicholas Noriega with a pair of tackles each as well. 1 sack by Lucas Ballou, which was a big sack because it was a strip sack that resulted in the turnover and a touchdown just a couple of plays later for Santa Fe Trail. 20-6, that is our halftime score here as Santa Fe Trail leads Baldwin here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. More than just insurance coverage, Farm Bureau is there to assist in your insurance, investment, and wealth management needs. Go see Kelly and the team in downtown Baldwin City to sit down and discuss your financial well-being and how Farm Bureau Financial Services can help. More of the halftime show coming up right after this. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
We continue on here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent with a great company, Kelly Neufeld is your guy at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. His team is proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they'd love to support you in your financial future as well. Go see what I mean and visit with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in downtown Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. 20-6, our halftime score at Liston Stadium tonight. Santa Fe Trail with a 2-touchdown lead, and the Chargers will get the football to start the second half as well, which we talked about late in that first half when they forced the turnover on the interception and set up a big possession as the Chargers look to go down and extend their lead to 2 scores, knowing that they're going to get the football again, and now they've got a chance to take a 3-score lead on Baldwin, who did, I guess, technically possess the football in between, but it was for just a brief moment, a 28-second possession there at the end of the half. So this is a huge possession coming out to start this second half. You don't want to start using musts and have-tos and stuff like that this early necessarily with a whole half of football to go, but I would venture to say this is a must-stop for Baldwin's defense to start this second half. Already down 2 scores. Cannot afford to fall down by 3 scores. They've got to come out and get a stop here.
Yeah, I mean, this first possession is going to kind of set up how the rest of the story is going to go. If you get a stop, you can pull yourself right back into this game. If you let them get another score, go ahead, 3 scores here. It's going to be a real uphill battle for the Bulldogs, but we'll see what happens.
So we take a look here at the district standings in Class 3A District 3. You see Topeka Hayden. They are the front runners in the district right now. They and Perry LeCompte both 3-0. Those 2 teams playing tonight. So somebody will create their separation between the 2 there in the district tonight, but because of the point differential, it's Hayden on top with Perry Lecompton in second. Bishop Ward alone in third right now. Santa Fe Trail, they find themselves alone in fourth place in the district, and the importance of that is top four advance on to the 4A or the 3A state playoff bracket. So right now Santa Fe Trail holds that spot. If they win this game here tonight, which they are leading 20-6 at halftime, they would secure at least the fourth seed in the district. They could technically still move up to the third seed if Bishop Ward would lose both tonight and next week, after Bishop Ward has already defeated Santa Fe Trail last 2 weeks ago, 58-41. But they would at worst put themselves in a position to move on into the 3A state playoffs with the fourth place finish. If Baldwin wins this game tonight, it keeps the Bulldogs' hopes alive. They would need again a win next week over Osawatomie to get to 2-3 in the district, and it would require Santa Fe Trail to likely lose next week as well, which they play against Perry Lecompton, so that certainly is within reason to expect that Santa Fe Trail would potentially lose next week. So it's still a chance there, but first and foremost, Baldwin has to win this one, and it's a halftime score right now. Hayden on top of Perry Lecompton, 19-6. So it looks like Hayden will be on their way to winning this district, which they were the favorite coming into the year. Perry Lecompton played in the state championship game a year ago, but a lot of turnover. They lost a lot of guys, so expected to take a slight step back this year. They've still been very good, but not quite as good as they were, obviously, a season ago. But Hayden looks like they're in control to take the district. And Bishop Ward, they're playing Osawatomie tonight. That's a game that Bishop Ward came in heavily favored, and they are looking that way, 35-0 at halftime. So that's who Baldwin will face next week, is Osawatomie. And if Baldwin can't come back in this one, it'll be a battle of two teams looking for their first win next week. But Baldwin still got a chance, certainly, in this one to go into that game next week with a win under their belt already, as they've got a shot here, down 2 scores, but still plenty of football left to be played. We've seen that their defense can make stops. And the question is going to be, can the offense sustain enough offense to put at least 2 scoring drives together, and perhaps going to need more than just the 2 scoring drives. Only 1 possession in the first half went longer than 3 plays for Baldwin. They had a 3-and-out 3 different times. On their third play of the other possession, they turned it over, and on their third play of another possession, they scored a touchdown. And then on the final possession, it only lasted 3 plays and a half ran out. So they had, 6 possessions that lasted 3 plays each, and then their 6-play drive that resulted in their second turnover that first half. So going to have to sustain some offense in this second half and get some stops as well, as they trail by 14 here at the half. It's 20-6, Santa Fe Trail on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Second half kickoff next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome back inside Liston Stadium here in Baldwin, as we are headed to the second half tonight. Santa Fe Trail with a 20-6 lead on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Chance to tell you as well about the Maple Leaf Festival. That's right, it's this weekend. Baldwin Chamber of Commerce wants to remind you to get out and about and enjoy the Maple Leaf Festival. The parade is tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Kick it off with a great Saturday late morning parade. Who doesn't like a Saturday morning parade in
Nothing better.
Early fall? And that's what we have here in Baldwin tomorrow. And then so much going on downtown and all around town. The Maple Leaf Festival here in Baldwin City this weekend, October 16th and 17th. So check it out. Always a good time for all. It'll be a little bit better time if the Bulldogs can pull off a comeback victory here in the second half tonight. Down 2 scores, they'll be kicking off to Santa Fe Trail to start this second half. And a big series to start the half. Bulldogs next week back on the road to take on Osawatomie. Santa Fe Trail returns home next week to host Perry Lecompton. And then week 9 we'll find out who the opponent happens to be based on how things finish over these last couple of weeks.
How do you feel about the pink socks, Bryce? I like them.
Well, I like the purpose and the cause for them.
Yeah.
To be blunt, I'm not a fan of the pink socks on the purple and white uniforms, but I understand it. I'm willing to accept them because of the breast cancer awareness and the good cause that it is. They're wearing them for and everything.
A little bit of a clash of colors.
Yeah, it's a bit more than a little bit of a clash, but it's all right. They rock them well. So an onside kick attempt, which is not the first time we've seen that. The Bulldogs have used that several times this year, but a unsuccessful one here. So in what is a very big possession to start this second half, it'll start with a short field for the Santa Fe Trail offense.
Yeah, I don't mind that onside kick. Try to get the ball back, surprise them a little bit maybe coming out of half, but they were ready for it.
The Chargers scored 2 touchdowns on their final 5 plays of the first half to build a 2-score lead. And on first down, Colton Worthen gets the carry. He is stood up by Wesley Martin at the 49-yard line after a 3-yard run. Second down and 7 coming up for the Chargers. This was a tie ball game late in the first half. But 2 Santa Fe Trail touchdowns on their final 2 possessions of the first half. And now try to make this a 3-score game as they open up the second half with the ball. Berkfeld hitting the backfield. It's Martin again who buries him into the backfield for a loss. They'll mark it back to the original line. In fact, they're going to move it a couple of yards deeper than that, back to the 46-yard line. It is a 5-yard loss on that handle by Berkfeld as Wesley Martin has come up with the first 2 stops of the second half. And that's a big one now as it puts him back at a 3rd down and 12.
Wesley Martin's had a really good year defensively. If I had to pick defensive MVP for the Bulldogs, it might be him. He's every single game kind of stuffed things up in the middle, makes sure tackles. He's played really well all year.
Averages 6.5 tackles per game, top tackler on the team, and he's had another good night here. On a 3rd and 12, Edwards nearly lost his footing, able to recover and get rid of the football, completing the pass to his tight end, Aiden Slavin, out of bounds at the 43-yard line, an 11-yard completion on 3rd down and 12, so it sets up a 4th and short, and they'll keep the offense out there. 4th down and 1 after the 11-yard completion.
Obviously a big play coming up here. I would suspect they're going to run it to the outside. That's where they've been getting most of their yards, but see where they go.
4th down and 1. Trying to get Baldwin to jump off sides. Baldwin defensively, a good job staying disciplined, and a timeout is taken by Santa Fe Trail. 10:34 left to play in the 3rd. We're back in a moment on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Fourth down and 1 upcoming for Santa Fe Trail at the Baldwin 43-yard line with 10:34 left to play in the third quarter, just underway second half. And after failing to get Baldwin to jump offside, they call the timeout, and now the Charger offense looks to pick up a big 1 yard on a 4th and 1. Worthen and Berkefelt in the backfield. Edwards turns, gives to Berkefelt. Has the first down as he's cut down around the 41-yard line. So it's a 2-yard run for Theron Berkefelt on 4th and 1, but that does move the chains. Well, actually, the spot was not nearly as good on the near side. The line judge on the far side came in marking it at the 41. They mark it instead at the 42. It still is enough for a first down, but a little closer than it initially looked like. But a first down nonetheless, the 42 of Baldwin. Overcoming a 3rd down and 12 to move the chains. Fakes the handoff, Berkefelt. Edwards to throw, and it's off the hands of his tight end Slavin. Incomplete. Grossner in coverage for Baldwin.
Covering for the Bulldogs, number 11, Riker Grossner.
Second down and 10 coming up. Edwards, 5 of 9 through the air for 83 yards. He's thrown for at least 100 yards in 5 straight games coming into tonight. So they are certainly a run-oriented team. They've rushed the ball 30 times tonight. They've called 9 passing plays so far. And on 2nd and 10, they go back to the ground game. Worthen falls forward to the 38. It's a 4-yard run on first down to bring up a 2nd and 6. Jake Van Horn with the tackle.
Number 52, Jake Van Horn.
Another thing to keep an eye on is just kind of going to be that stamina of the Bulldogs. They haven't had a game, I don't think, so far this year that the clock hasn't been running in the second half, so we might probably have more possessions than they're used to in the second half, so see how that plays a factor.
3rd down and 6 from the Baldwin 38-yard line. Schleichter outside to the left, first down and more. Inside the 30, down inside the 20 and out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Adezola eventually runs him out. But that is a 23-yard run on a 3rd down and 6, and it sets up 1st and 10 of the 15.
Yeah, another big run around the outside. Lost contain on that far side, the Bulldogs did. Another kind of a jet sweep, but that's how they get you. They get you just run up the middle, and then your eye discipline drops, and they run around the outside.
3-minute opening drive to start the second half for Santa Fe Trail, who leads by 2 scores after this game was tied at 6 late in the first half. Worthen bouncing off of Bulldog defenders all the way down near the 2-yard line. Capel and Grossner eventually make the tackle, but Worthen has another Santa Fe Trail first down as he takes it to the 2 on a 13-yard run.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to make a play for the Bulldogs, try to strip that ball out, put the helmet on it, something. Chargers got all the momentum rolling now in this game.
Trying to make it 3 consecutive touchdown drives for Santa Fe Trail going back to the first half. They've had to convert a pair of 3rd downs on this drive, and they're into the end zone For the fourth time tonight, Colton Worthen with a 2-yard touchdown run.
There's a flag for him.
There is a flag on the play, though. It was thrown by the umpire in the end zone.
This would be huge if it's a holding call and push him back a little bit, something like that.
Here comes the call. Well, talking with Bob Lisher, which would make you think this is against Santa Fe Trail. But the touchdown is going to stand. It was after the play. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Santa Fe Trail. So the penalty is going to be enforced on the try. It's a 26-6 lead, but now they're going to have to either attempt a long field goal or a 2-point conversion try from back at the 18-yard line. And they're going to put it down and try a 35-yard extra point by Blake Bussing. His longest field goal make of his career is 37 yards, so it's within his range. 3-time all-league kicker has it away, and the kick is good. So a 35-yard extra point made by Blake Bussing, and it's 27-6 Santa Fe Trail with 8:16 left to play in quarter number 3 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
27-6 Santa Fe Trail, 8:16 left to play in the third quarter. Quite the answer to start the second half for Santa Fe Trail. 9 plays, 52 yards, 3 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock, and a 2-yard touchdown for Colton Worthen, his team leading 7th rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point, a 35-yard extra point by Blake Busing, made it a 27-6 Santa Fe Trail lead, and that is nearly a recovery for Santa Fe Trail on the short kickoff, but Grosner able to get to it. Baldwin at the 29-yard line. So disaster averted right there, but Baldwin now finds themselves down 21 with 8:16 left in the third.
Yeah, 8 minutes left in the third quarter, but it's pretty much back up against the wall time. You got to score every possession almost from here on out. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, but you got to get something going.
And with just a few minutes left in the first half, it was 6-all. But 3 consecutive touchdown drives by Santa Fe Trail, and now a third consecutive, if you don't count the final possession of the half, turnover for the Baldwin offense. Jack Harvey is picked up at the second time tonight. Chad Robert steps in front of that pass, and it's another big turnover for the Baldwin offense when they could at least afford one. It's a one-play possession that ends in another interception.
Well, that's the exact same play that Darnell had the long touchdown on, just that play-action pop pass. But that time the linebacker knew it was coming. He smelled it out and kind of jumped it. If Harvey puts a little air under that and puts it out for Darnell, I think he might have him, but he tried to force it in there, right to the linebacker. That's a deflator for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Santa Fe Trail now going to look to put the hammer down on Baldwin. They've scored touchdowns each of the last 3 drives. This time they get a short field starting at the 26. A chance for Baldwin to get it back as the snap was fumbled. But Edwards able to get back on top of it for Santa Fe Trail. They lose 2 yards on the play. but they'll keep possession. That's more important right now for Santa Fe Trail to keep possession.
And that's what it's going to take for the Baldwin to get back into this. Some mistakes from Santa Fe almost gave it right back to them there.
And the Chargers have not made many mistakes tonight. They've only been penalized twice. They do have the one turnover, the interception. But they've been pretty clean tonight. They don't have that look about them like they're going to make a bunch of mistakes to let Baldwin back into it. Little halfback pass as Berkfeld took the handoff and then tried to find Watkins down the middle of the field, but a good defensive play. Cole Mahaffey was right there to cover it.
Interesting play call there. You've been just gashing the Bulldogs 3-4 yards at a time minimum. Tried to get a little too cute there. Now you got 3rd and long. That might have been one of those that you put it in during the week and we're going to use it no matter what.
Yeah. It looked too good in practice. Yeah. We can't keep that one hidden. Got to get it out there.
Scored every time in practice.
It does set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 12 for Santa Fe Trail from the Baldwin 28-yard line. Edwards flips it to Schleichter. Incomplete. There is a penalty flag. That play just kind of looked busted from the get-go. And the initial signal is a hold against Santa Fe Trail. Baldwin probably going to decline this one, you think? Or I don't know.
He might push him back a little.
Because they're going to go for it if you don't, probably, even though it'd be 4th and 12 at the spot on the field.
Well,
they're going to decline it. I don't dislike the decline. It's kind of an awkward spot here on the if you're 20 yards back, you go ahead, easy decline.
Yeah.
But from this spot, you maybe think about go ahead and pushing them back, but they're going to decline the penalty and put their faith that they can make one stop on a 4th and 12 as opposed to needing 2 stops on a 3rd and 22.
I didn't bring my analytics sheet with me, but it's probably the right call. 4th down and long. All he needs 1 stop.
4th down and 12 for Santa Fe Trail. Edwards to throw. Quick pressure. Runs away from Murray. Fires it up into the end zone, and it's off the hands of the defender and caught for the touchdown by Trenton Schleichter. Tristan Capel got his hands on it, but it deflected off his hands and into the receivers for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's a tough break. I did do everything right. You chase the quarterback out of the pocket. He throws it up for grabs, just off the hands. It's kind of the way the season's gone for Baldwin this year.
It makes it a 4th consecutive touchdown drive, and it has, as Ryan said, just been kind of the way the ball has bounced a lot of the time this year. The extra point is good. That had plenty of height and just enough length.
I think it was blocked. It was tipped at least.
34-6. Santa Fe Trail on top of Baldwin. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
34-6 Santa Fe Trail following another scoring drive for the Chargers. 4 consecutive touchdown drives. This one 4 plays, 26 yards, 1 minute off the clock. A 28-yard touchdown pass from Edwards to Schleichter. And it came on the heels of a 3rd Baldwin turnover. They have turned it over now on 3 of their last 4 possessions. The one possession they didn't turn it over, the half expired. Kickoff fielded inside the 10-yard line by Riker Grossner. Grossner back just shy of the 30-yard line. 6:59 left to play in this second half. A 34-6 Santa Fe Trail lead, and the scoreboard right now not quite showing the level of competitiveness that this game was for pretty much an entire half. But Santa Fe Trail taking advantage of a couple of late mistakes in the first half by Baldwin, and they have continued to just pile them on in this second half now. Harvey on first down, fakes the handoff to Buck. He'll keep it himself on the read option. Another nice run by Jack Harvey into opponent's territory as he crosses midfield before finally being taken out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 33-yard run, but there was a hold against Baldwin, so take it off. Ew.
Man, just nothing going right for the Bulldogs right now. It's a heck of a run from Harvey, though.
Yeah, the hold happened down the field at the 44-yard line. So when they mark this yardage off, it's going to end up being a first down and about 5. So the penalty is marked back to the 34-yard line. And it does bring up a first down and 5. Buck gets the handle this time. A nice run by Cody Buck as he was able to bounce it outside. Takes it up to midfield. They'll mark him out at the 49-yard line. A 17-yard run by Cody Buck, who has had, without question, his most effective game of the year on the ground. That 17-yard run right there by Buck, a new season long for him, and Cody's up to 58 yards on 7 carries tonight. First and 10, low snap, handoff on the jet sweep to Grossner. Riker turns it upfield, has a first down near the 32-yard line. Cody Slavin makes the tackle, another 17 yards picked up there by Grossner.
All right, here we go. All of a sudden, a couple big plays, 3 back-to-back. You don't count that holding on the first one. Maybe it's getting something rolling here.
From the 32, Harvey to throw. Deep ball down the right sideline. A one-on-one matchup. Did Mahaffey haul it in? He did. What a grab by Cole Mahaffey for a 32-yard touchdown. Over the defender, Schleichter, and Cole Mahaffey with a tremendous grab on a nice throw by Harvey for the score.
That was just perfectly executed, a perfect ball, only where Mahaffey could grab it, kind of a back shoulder go route. And you never know, maybe you can climb back into this thing now and get some momentum and go for 2 here.
Harvey to keep it, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So the Bulldogs get 8, and it's 34-14 with 5:42 left to play in the third. You're watching Bulldog football on Baldwin Sports Live. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Art Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City. .542 remains in the third, a 34-14 ball game after a 4-play, 81-yard drive, a minute and 26 seconds off the clock, and a 32-yard touchdown pass from Jack Harvey to Cole Mahaffey. Second time those two have hooked up in as many games, and it is a 20-point game, still a 3-possession game, but there's still quite a bit of time left as well. A whole quarter to go, plus the 5:42 left here in the third quarter.
I was going to say, I don't know how long that drive take, only a few minutes. So, I mean, get a 3 and out, replicate that, then things start to get a little interesting.
Kickoff and a fair catch call for and made by Watkins just inside of the 30-yard line. So in a statistical anomaly tonight, the Bulldogs have had 2 scoring drives. Both of them have lasted exactly 1 minute and 26 seconds.
Wow. All right.
A 69-yard touchdown pass to Darnell and a 32-yard touchdown pass to Mahaffey, both on not only a minute 26-second drives, both 81-yard drives. A 3-play 81-yard drive with a minute 26 for their first touchdown, a 4-play 81-yard drive in a minute 26 for their second touchdown.
So what you're saying is they need to get it on the 19-yard line the next time.
First down and 10 here for Santa Fe Trail as the Chargers start with a 20-point lead on their own 28-yard line. And by the back of the jersey, Mahaffey pulls down Watkins after the grab. A gain of 5 out to the 33-yard line, brings up second and 5.
Kind of surprised the Chargers are still throwing it. I thought they might just try to control the clock with the running game, but that just shows how balanced they kind of try to be offensively. But too many of those give the Bulldogs a chance to maybe pick one off, take it the other way. That'd be nice.
Can the Bulldog defense find an opportunistic takeaway? Berkfeld on the carry. He is twisted down for no gain. Jake Van Horn, who's had a very good ball game here tonight for the Bulldogs. Van Horn has 3 tackles for loss in this game, and there is another one as he brings him down for a 1-yard loss on that play, and it brings up a 3rd down and 6 now.
Yeah, Van Horn's a lot like Wesley Martin I praised earlier. He's had a really good year defensively. Made a lot of tackles, stopping things up in the middle there. Big 3rd down here if you're going to want to get back into this football game. This is where it starts.
Van Horn only a freshman, but the defensive end has 3 tackles for loss in this game and a big 3rd down and 6. Edwards, after the play fake, sets up, throws over the middle, and completes to his tight end Slavin, who's got the first down and more across midfield to the 46-yard line. Zane Nowak makes the tackle, but is there a penalty flag? There is, and it's a hold against Santa Fe Trail. So a big hold against the Chargers negates a big first down play to the tight end Slavin.
I tell you what, I didn't catch who it was, but somebody came on a blitz there right up the middle, and the center, somebody just had to tackle him because he was going to have a free shot on the quarterback. It's a perfectly timed blitz.
So wipes off a 20-yard completion to Slavin. Marches the football back to the 17-yard line. And that'll make this a 3rd down and 21.
Don't let anyone behind you if you're the defense.
3rd and 21 for Santa Fe Trail.
Not only do the Bulldogs have a chance to get off the field in a hurry, but they got a chance to do that and come away with pretty good field position. 3rd and 21, setting up a screen over the middle, and they can't connect with Slavin. We saw him run that tight end screen earlier, and it was effective. This time there was some space there had Slavin hauled it in, but incomplete on the attempted screen pass, and 4th and 21 coming up, and the Bulldog defense got just what they needed. A quick stop on a 3 and out, and they're going to get the football back with still 3:46 left to play in the 3rd quarter, down by 20.
I tell you what, Baldwin kind of caught a break there because they had that screen set up. They had pretty much all their linemen out in front. Luckily, that fell to the turf.
Riker Grossner is waiting back around midfield for the bomb and punt. Baldwin should come away with excellent field position here. Brings some pressure. The punt is away. Grossner fields it on a run at the 40-yard line. Breaks one tackle, but cannot get away from the second defender. Good tackle made by Meisbach there on the open field stop. But it is tremendous field position for the Bulldogs with 3:36 left to play in the 3rd. They've been able to score on quick strike opportunities, and with 3:36 left in the 3rd, another quick strike here would leave them plenty of time heading into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 possessions, but yeah, like you said, they've had just under a minute and a half scoring drives, so keep that up and we're in good shape.
From the 39, first down and 10. Option to the near side. Harvey keeps, and a solid first down pickup. Forward progress is stopped at the 35-yard line. I'll give him 4.
Ball cleared by number 12, Jack Harvey. Making the tackle for the Chargers, number 79.
It'll bring up a second down and 6.
Number 70.
Nicholas Noriega on the stop for Santa Fe Trail.
6 for the Bulldogs.
I just love how hard everyone's competing for Baldwin. You can just tell how much this means to them. They can sense that they can get back in this ball game. They put together another couple drives here. A lot of time left.
Harvey's thrown 2 touchdown passes in the game. He fires out to Grossner. Good connection there. Riker down to the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard completion. That'll move the chains. Good timing on that hook up there.
Baldwin, Bulldog.
This is a huge game for Baldwin in terms of just growing the program. So many young players. This is kind of one of those that you learn how to win. Try to stay in games, make them close late. They got all the momentum right now, you got to say.
2.5 left to play in the third quarter. Harvey under pressure, got away from the defender. Generette now will run and make something out of nothing. Great athletic play there by Jack Harvey. He was dead to rights at the backfield, but Chase Generette, sophomore linebacker, unable to get to him. The stiff arm gave Harvey enough space to then escape, and he scampers down to the 24-yard line. It's a 3-yard run by Jack Harvey, but a big 3-yard run on what looked like it could be about a 8-yard loss initially.
Yeah, that was a huge play. That was pretty much the same situation as that one he just kind of threw up off his back foot that got intercepted. So improving already, trying to tuck that one in, just make a positive play out of it.
Sets up the Bulldogs with a second down and 7 from the 24-yard line. Pump fake and a throw to the corner, looking for a Haffey over top of the defender. It's a touchdown for Baldwin. Colma Haffey with his second touchdown in the last 2 possessions. This one from 24 yards out, and once again just goes up over the defender. This time it was Slavin who was defending, and like Slankter on the other side, no answer for the 6'4 senior Colma Haffey, who's got 5 grabs for 80 yards and now 2 scores tonight.
Haffey's been such a huge X factor since he's joined the team for the Bulldogs. I mean, just so big out there and so athletic.
Hand off to Cody Buck, and the 2-point conversion is successful. 34-22, Baldwin back within 12 with 2:11 left to play in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Baldwin right back in this one here on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
34-22. Baldwin with back-to-back touchdowns and a 3-and-out defensive stop in between. From down 34-6 to down just 34-22, and we've still got 2:11 left to play in the third quarter. All kinds of time remaining for the Bulldogs after their latest scoring drive. You're not going to believe it, Ryan. 4 plays, 39 yards, a minute and 25 seconds. We missed it by 1 second. We almost had a third 126 scoring drive for Baldwin.
I think we have unlocked the formula.
This was a 125, though. Kickoff is fielded on the ground at the 26-yard line by Slavin. So that's where Santa Fe Trail will take over. A minute 25 seconds. They missed it by 1. My head would have exploded had they gone a minute 26 for the third consecutive scoring drive.
We'll blame the clock operator. This has been a heck of a football game, though. Back and forth. Baldwin has all the momentum, like I said.
Well, you mentioned it, Ryan, on that last series that they fell behind by 28 points, and they could have very easily just said, well, here we go again. Same script we've had for 6 weeks now, but they didn't. They kept their heads up, and they've battled right back into this thing as Schlechter takes it around the edge for Santa Fe Trail, and Zola drives him out of bounds right around the first down marker. They'll mark it at the 35, so he's going to be 1 yard short of a first down. 9-yard run on first down for Schlechter.
I mean, they're just really competing hard every play. The only thing is they're having to expend so much energy every play. It's going to be tough to come back all the way in this one, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Santa Fe Trail went 3 and out last time they had it. That was after 4 consecutive scoring drives. Worthen on the carry out to the 45-yard line. Another 11 yards there. Connor Murray makes the tackle. But it will move the chains, and a first down and 10, Santa Fe Trail at the 46-yard line.
Chargers probably be content to run the play clock down a little bit more than they have been. Probably not nervous time yet for them, but when you have a 28-point lead and it's cut to 12, it's a little.
Worthen on the carry, able to break a few tackles, takes it into Bulldog territory to the 44-yard line. A dozen yards on that run by Worthen, who's ripped off 11 and 12 on his last 2 carries. And it's a first and 10 at the 44 of Baldwin, with the clock nearing the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. Edwards gives for Worthen a third straight play. Capel cuts him down at the 36, 7 yards on that run. Worthen makes it a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, the Chargers just getting back to their bread and butter now. Just running power, sweeps around off tackle, and the Bulldogs and that D-line, hands on the hips. You can see this offense can wear you down.
One more snap left here in this third quarter. Worthen for a 4th straight carry. Wesley Martin and Miguel Andazola make the tackle at the 33-yard line. A 4-yard run. That is a first down, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter, although there is a injured Chargers, so for the time being the clock will stop with 7 seconds left, and they will take a look at the injured player. Quickly up, and that is Worthen, the running back. Who had just taken his 4th consecutive carry. He's got 112 yards on the ground in this game on 20 carries. His 3rd 100-yard rushing game of the year. And good for him to be able to get right back up when they start the ready for play. The clock will wind, and that will end the third quarter. So we played 3 here in Baldwin tonight. It's Santa Fe Trail 34, Baldwin 22. Back for the 4th right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Welcome back inside Liston Stadium in Baldwin City tonight. We are off to the fourth quarter. Santa Fe Trail on top of Baldwin 34-22. The Bulldogs were down 34-6 early in the third quarter, but they answered with back-to-back touchdown drives to pull themselves within 12. Santa Fe Trail now trying to answer and potentially put this game away with a drive after the two scores by Baldwin. Isaac Hook gets his first carry of the night after Worthen was shaken up on the final snap of the third quarter. And now Hook a little bit slow getting up as he picks up 3 yards down to the 30.
Second and 7 for the Chargers at the 30-yard line.
Now Worthen has come back into the lineup for Santa Fe Trail, so he misses just one play. He's back out there for a 2nd down and 7. Again, 112 yards on the ground and a touchdown in this game for Worthen. Bulldogs need a big stop. Get the football back down, just 2 scores. Worthen slammed down for just a yard. Wesley Martin makes the tackle. It looked like for a moment that ball was almost loose. But Worthen able to hold on. Gets a yard, and it brings up 3rd down and 6 from the 29.
Tell you what, Wesley Martin gets a bear hug on you, you're not going anywhere. It's pretty much play over.
Martin, a junior, one of the few juniors and seniors that make up this lineup, and to that point, that strength that a lot of the freshmen and sophomores just haven't developed yet puts it in a tough spot. Varsity football with this many underclassmen. Martin certainly not one that lacks a little of that strength. Outside they go to Sleiter. Mahaffey runs him down and brings him down a yard short of the first down. A 5-yard run on 3rd down and 6. Mahaffey makes the big tackle to make this a 4th down and 1.
It's obviously a huge play. I think if you're the Bulldogs, you just got to sell out, send everybody. I mean, assume they're going to run it. Same they've been doing all game long. You got to get a stop here.
They have run it on all 8 plays of this possession. And most of those have been Worthen. 5 of the 8. 4th down and 1. Under 10 minutes to go. Baldwin looking for a big stop. They go up the middle to Worthen. He's got the first down. And Colton Worthen bouncing off of tacklers all the way down inside the 5-yard line. What a run. 19 yards on 4th down and 1. It sets up Santa Fe Trail with a 1st down and goal from the 1-yard line. A bruising 4th down run by Colton Worthen. Do the Bulldogs have a goal line stand in them? Worthen tripped, falls forward for 2, maybe just 1. Second and goal at the 3. Clock continues to run as they have taken a little over 5 minutes off the clock on this possession. So the combination of the clock that they've used up, and if they could score to push it back to 3 possessions, puts Baldwin in a very tight spot. Really need a defensive stop here on the goal line. And a timeout is taken by Santa Fe Trail as the play clock was winding down on them. Well, that's their second charge timeout with 8:36 left to play here in the fourth. And Santa Fe Trail leading by 12, trying to put the proverbial nail in the coffin if they can punch it in from 3 yards out. Rice Precision Manufacturing is hiring, a family-owned company in Baldwin City and in Houston, Texas, a fast-growing company that services many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many, many more, with state-of-the-art machine tools and a great work environment with excellent pay and competitive benefits. It's a place that you want to be a part of the team. Inquire with an email to jobs@riceprecision.com. Second down and goal coming up 3. This has been the Colton Worthen drive. He has carried it 7 times on this possession. He's up to 133 yards for the ball game, averaging 5.8 yards per carry. And you have to imagine Santa Fe Trail would like to keep pounding it with number 35 with just 3 yards to go, and they've got 3 plays to get it. Flags fly, and that is a false start against Santa Fe Trail. A little help for Baldwin there. Moves it back out to the 8-yard line now. It's still second down and goal. Edwards wants to throw. He's under immediate pressure, and he's brought down back at the 20-yard line. Wesley Martin with a sack and a 12-yard loss on the play. Huge play for Martin and this Bulldog defense.
Yeah, that's a huge play. Once again, not Santa Fe getting a little cute with it. I mean, they've just been running the ball 3, 4, 5 yards every play. Another play action. Nobody really touched anybody, including Wesley Martin. We talked about when you don't touch him, usually ends up in a negative play for the offense.
Well, you have to think that the penalty was what influenced that play call.
True.
They've still been down inside the 5-yard line. I don't see them going to the air. I was still surprised, like you, that they even went to the air, even 8 yards away. Now, on a third down and goal, they go back onto the ground. Worthen down to the 11-yard line. Good play. Grabbing him from behind to drag him down by Jake Van Horn, who once again makes a big play for the Bulldogs. So Worthen gets 8 on that carry, but a fourth down and goal at the 11, and it looks like they're going to try the field goal, which would keep this still just a 2-possession game, which makes this an interesting call.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just getting ready to say there's no real point in kicking the field goal because you get only a 2 possession, but they faked one, might fake another.
I think if you're Baldwin, you play for the fake because, again, even if he makes this, Busing,
it's kind of a break for Baldwin.
It's in his range, certainly, a 28-yard try, but it keeps it just a 2-possession game, which is where it's currently at. And the kick by Busing is good, so that makes it 37-22. But it was a 2-possession game before that kick. It's a 2-possession game after that kick, so really no harm, no foul for Baldwin. You're going to need 2 2-point conversions, but they're a 2-point conversion going for a team anyway.
Yeah, they don't kick the extra points anyway, so, I mean, don't go anywhere. This is going to be an exciting finish.
So 37-22 after the 28-yard field goal by Blake Busing. He was a 3-time All-League kicker, and he's had an up-and-down game tonight. Had a blocked extra point, had a missed extra point that wasn't blocked, but then he made a 35-yard extra point that was that distance because of a penalty, and now he makes a 28-yard field goal. And with 6:57 to go, Baldwin doesn't get the type of stop that packs a ton of momentum with it, but they still, as we mentioned, get enough of a stop in essence because it remains a 2-possession game that they've still got a shot at this one.
Yeah, we'll see if they squib this or kick it deep. Grosser's had some good returns tonight and over the course of the year. Get a good return here and maybe never know.
And perhaps more than the 3 points that Santa Fe Trail got there as this kickoff bounces at the 30. It's still loose, and that will be a disaster if Baldwin doesn't come up with it, and Santa Fe Trail has recovered. So disaster strikes here. Ian Meisbach recovers for Santa Fe Trail at 31-yard line, and that all but ends the hopes of Baldwin, barring a big mistake by Santa Fe Trail on the turnover. But what I was just getting ready to say is maybe not so much the 3 points that they got, but it was the 7 minutes and 14 seconds that Santa Fe Trail milked off the clock. 12-play drive, 69 yards, 7:14 off the clock before that 28-yard field goal. And now that sort of feels like a moot point after they recover the kickoff, the short kick, kind of an in-betweener that Baldwin was unable to recover. And now look at this, going to the air, looking for the kill shot as a flag comes in. Edwards takes off and runs. He's down around the 15-yard line, but it looks like this one's coming back on a hold. That's the initial signal, a hold against Santa Fe Trail, so wipes off the big scramble by Edwards.
I mean, that was just a big body blow, one that's going to be tough to bounce back from, that kickoff. Kind of seen that as a theme all year, teams kind of trying to squib it behind that kind of middle line and in front of the back couple guys. This might be a break. Be first and very long.
First down, 23 yards to go for the Chargers.
First and 23. Again, not an end-of-the-world thing if they can get a quick stop, but that's the thing. They don't just need a stop. They need a quick stop here.
Right, getting down to the part of the game where you're going to need a lot of things to go right.
Worthen on the handoff. All the way into the secondary. Grossner makes the tackle at the 34-yard line, a 10-yard run for Colton Worthen.
Ball carried by number 35, Colton Worthen.
And now an injured Bulldog as Mahaffey tries to stretch out his leg. Looks like a cramping issue perhaps, with 6:26 left to play in the fourth quarter. Man, it would have been fun to see what could happen had Baldwin been able to just fall on that kickoff and get the football back into the hands of their offense. Down 15 with a little less than 7 minutes to go. But Santa Fe Trail trying to take advantage of a big-time gift on the fourth turnover of the game for Baldwin.
Grossner's up and walking off. Regardless of what happens in this, though, I mean, a really competitive, well-played football game by Baldwin. Just a couple of mistakes, couple turnovers, those types of things will kill you. That's part of just learn how to win, though. It's just the eliminating negative plays. It's be a big learning process going into a big game next week.
A -3 in the turnover department tonight for Baldwin. 4 turnovers, just 1 takeaway.
It's not a winning formula for a football team.
And so far, we'll see how this possession ends, but on the previous 3 turnovers, Santa Fe Trail has scored touchdowns on the ensuing possession each time. Edwards steps up, lost the football. Ball is loose around the line of scrimmage. Edwards, I think, got it back, and he did. It looked like he just patted the ball out of his own hand that time. And Dylan Williams had a great shot at it, but couldn't come up with it. It squirmed out of his hands, and Edwards able to get it back, ends up gaining 3 yards on the play. That would have been exactly what Baldwin needed. But
every time I think this game is dead and over, something else happens. They keep dropping back to throw the ball. I'm not sure why, but
yeah, it's a good question. I mean, yes, the down and distance perhaps suggests that, but they've been running the ball so effectively that I don't know why risk that.
Just begging Baldwin to get back into this game.
And before they snap it here, another timeout. So we'll take a quick break with 5:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's 37-22. Santa Fe Trail on top of Baldwin with a big third down coming up when we return.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Five minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter from Liston Stadium in Baldwin tonight. A big 3rd down and 10 coming up. If Baldwin wants any hopes of erasing what was a 28-point second half deficit, they've got to get the ball back here in the next 2 plays and give themselves enough time to be able to put together 2 scoring drives. A first down for Santa Fe Trail. Even if Baldwin then makes a stop on the ensuing set of downs, you're just starting to run out of time. So they've got to come up with a stop. Here's a 3rd down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Edwards once again looking to throw. Now will tuck and run, and Zane Nowak drags him down from behind. A 2-yard run by Edwards. But Nowak with the stop makes it 4th down and 8 with the clock going underneath 5 minutes to play.
4th and 8 for the Chargers. Ball's at the 29-yard line.
Nowak's another Bulldog that's had a really good year, playing really well defensively today. Him and Wesley Martin probably 2 of the most sure tacklers on the Bulldogs defense.
Santa Fe Trail takes their time coming out of the huddle and getting up to the line of scrimmage as that clock continues to run. Here's a 4th down and 8. Edwards under pressure. Williams chasing him. Fires it off balance up towards the end zone, and it is incomplete as Tristan Capel almost came up with the interception. He was better suited not intercepting it, but then because he went up there and tipped it, almost had it caught again, which we saw earlier for a Santa Fe Trail touchdown. But in the end, it all falls incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs.
I'd say it would have been a heck of a interception there, heck of a catch, but it's better off, like you said, just take the turnover on downs, get it about the what we couldn't call 29-yard line.
Yep,
so
29-yard line is where the Baldwin offense takes over with 4:19 left to play. So if they've got a comeback hope in them, it's going to require a quick score, which we've seen them be able to score quickly tonight. Here's a reverse pass on 1st down. Grossner underthrows it a bit. It's caught, though, by Darnell. The underthrow may have cost him a few yards after the catch, but they'll still pick up a big gain on 1st down. 29 yards on the completion from Grossner to Darnell.
really good play there, pulling it out from the depths of the playbook. Got 4 minutes now. It's not impossible.
On 1st down, Harvey keeps it himself. Right up the middle he goes. Taking it down toward the 35, just inside of the 35-yard line. Clock will continue to run. It's a 7-yard run. But again, clock becoming a factor now with 3.5 left to play. And the Bulldogs still needing 2 scores.
That's where you got to try to up the tempo a little bit. You got some no huddle in your offense. This is now the time.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line. Harvey, a pump, under pressure, gets away, nearly lost his footing, and now he is taken down back at the 40-yard line. A 5-yard sack by Austin Weekly. And the clock continuing to run as well. Clock ticks underneath of 3 minutes, and the Bulldogs facing 3rd down and 8 at the 40-yard line. A lot of precious time coming off the clock. You hate to see the play clock all the way underneath the 10 seconds now. Option to the right side. Buck takes the option pitch. Cody takes it down to the 33-yard line or so. Noriega on the tackle, and they are a yard short of a 1st down. 4th down and 1.
Chad Robert.
Just over 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
It is 4th and 1.
Well, first and foremost, you got to get the first down here. Need a yard to do that. But then you need to score quickly. Connor Murray on the handle. Has the first down. Twisted down to the 28-yard line by Isaac Hook. 5-yard run for Murray on his first carry of the ball game. Clock stops momentarily while they'll reset the chains. And now it winds. 1:50 and counting. Again, Baldwin needs 2 scores.
I was going to say, you got to think that might be a deep shot from a halfie coming up here.
I think you have to. You're just running out of time. Harvey under pressure, rolling to his left. Tucks and runs. And he is taken down at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard run under 1.5 minutes to play. He might have to start thinking about taking some timeouts here. He'd like to keep those timeouts for defensive purposes if you don't get an onside kick, but now you're down to 60 seconds left. 2nd down and 5. Harvey on a rollout, throws and completes it to Darnell. Up the sideline, Darnell down to the 5-yard line. 18-yard completion, and it's 1st down and goal.
Gotta hurry up, get on the ball now. The clock will stop momentarily, but we'll start rolling.
They'll mark it officially at the 4, and Bob Lisher will take a timeout for Baldwin here.
Also number 31, Chad Robert.
So with 54 seconds to go, Baldwin
Timeout called by Baldwin.
has it 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal from the 4-yard line for VHS.
And now you're looking at having to use an onside kick after you can score here, but the good news is Baldwin still has this thing within the realm of possibility after it looked like it was headed the wrong way early on in the second half, Ryan. It was 34-6. And give these guys in purple tonight a ton of credit. They kept their heads up. They kept themselves in good spirits and have fought all the way back to keep this a legitimate game with under 1 minute left in the 4th quarter when they were down 28 in the 3rd.
Oh, I mean, I can't give them enough credit. It's just there's been so many opportunities for them to just kind of, like you said, this is the way it's gone all year, put your head down and kind of give in a little bit. But they've just fought so hard. They've played together, played hard. And I mean, just having kind of a competitive football game is nice. I mean, this is one of those games that going forward, some of the juniors, sophomores, freshmen, they're going to learn from this and take it with them, get better.
1st down and goal from the 4-yard line.
It's not over yet, though. I've seen crazier things. You get a quick score, onside kick, and then everything goes out the window.
And a penalty flag. Baldwin may have had 12 guys in the huddle. Actually, no, there was 12 guys on defense. But they just ran one on and ran one off. They still have 12 out there on defense. So that penalty half the distance to the goal takes to the 2. There are still 12 guys out there defensively. Now one's running off late. So now they're down to 11. 1st and goal to the 2. Harvey to the left, trying to get the corner and find the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Jack Harvey in from 2 yards out with 48 seconds to go. And the Bulldogs have made this a 9-point game with an extra point, 2-point try pending.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, this is a big swing play here. You don't get this, it's over, but yeah, what a job by Harvey. I mean, he's made some mistakes tonight, interception, a fumble, but he's just battled. Kept his team in it, made some really good throws. Got to say that about this whole Baldwin team. Really impressed with them tonight.
So 2-point conversion. This obviously a big one. Got to have this to get this back to a 1-possession game. Harvey wants to throw, running out of time. Now scrambles, throws to the back of the end zone over the head of Nowak and incomplete. So the 2-point conversion try fails. And it remains a 2-possession game now with 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So that will all but do the comeback attempt in for Baldwin. But, man, what a comeback attempt it's been. Outscoring Santa Fe Trail 20-3 since they fell behind 34-6 in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give the coaching staff for Santa Fe Trail credit, too. That field goal actually, they kicked there on that last possession, comes in big, keep it now a 2-possession game. So, I mean, it's mathematically pretty much impossible now. But like you said, what a game from Baldwin, just battling the whole time. This is going to be a huge advantage going into that Osawatomie game next week.
So with just 48 seconds left, we'll see if Baldwin, I mean, why not? Go ahead and attempt the extra, the onside kick and hope for the best here. But 3 touchdown drives in this second half. And really, they've only had 4 drives because what should have been their 5th drive, they never got started. The kickoff was muffed on the kickoff returns. They never even got a chance. And their other drive really never got a chance to get going because it was a 1-play drive, an interception on the first play of that drive.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, they've kind of opened it up a little more tonight, throwing a lot more deep balls. The efficiency is not quite there for Harvey, but that's kind of goes hand in hand. I love it, though. Why not take some deep shots?
Here's the onside kick. It's the big hop. Ball still loose, still on the turf. And eventually it goes out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Man, that ball was loose forever, it felt like. Again, not nearly as much drama to it because it still is a 2-possession game. But, man, had they gotten that 2-point conversion, that would have caused a lot of tension there in that onside kick attempt. But a heck of an onside kick by Connor Murray.
I was going to say, I mean, that's just an opportunity to practice it, if nothing else. I mean, that was a perfect bounce on the turf. Got it up. Nobody could quite get down to it. But, yeah, I mean, a heck of a ball game, though.
So all that leaves now is a couple of kneel downs for Santa Fe Trail. Baldwin does have a couple of timeouts that they could force a few extra kneel downs out of Santa Fe Trail, but in a 9-point game, we'll see if they opt to do that or not. There's the first kneel down, and they're going to let, nope, they are going to take a timeout. So Baldwin uses their second timeout. It leaves the Bulldogs with 1 remaining and 39 seconds remaining. Well, it gives us a chance to tell you about next week as well. We'll be back for more Bulldog football next Friday night on the road at Osawatomie. But we also have some Bulldog soccer on tap next week as the Bulldogs host Spring Hill next Tuesday, 4 o'clock. That match starts in Baldwin. We'll have it for you live right here on Baldwin Sports Live. 11-3-1 Baldwin against 10-4 Spring Hill. What should be a great soccer game next Tuesday at 4 o'clock here on Baldwin Sports Live. And then on Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, Baldwin at Osawatomie. And what will be a matchup of 2 teams in search of win number 1. So something's got to give next Friday night. One of those teams going to come away with their first victory of the season. And the way Baldwin performed here tonight, you have to think if they could kind of duplicate this performance, not necessarily in every facet, again 4 turnovers tonight, but duplicate a lot of the things we saw tonight. You like their chances next week on the road at Osawatomie.
Oh, definitely. I mean, said it over and over, but Baldwin, I mean, they've just battled so hard tonight that they should have a lot of confidence going in next week. I know it's a road game, but should have a lot of confidence going into that game, pick up a win.
So that's going to do it after a second kneel down there by Luke Edwards. And this one is final. Santa Fe Trail on the road tonight picks up their 2nd win of the year as they defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs 37-28. The Dogs' valiant effort at a comeback in this second half comes up short, but a 20-3 advantage over the final quarter and a half for Baldwin as they tried to storm their way back into this one. But in the end, the Dogs fall to 0-6, and Santa Fe Trail improves to 2-5 with a 37-28 victory in Baldwin tonight. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap it all up for you on the post-game show, including our Elite Chiropractic Elite Performance of the Game. That's next here on Baldwin Sports Live. Experience the creative home for Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Art Center, featuring Lucy's Corner, a unique local arts boutique, an art gallery with year-round rotating exhibits featuring the work of local artists, creative classes for all ages, community theater, and of course, live local music with Lumberyard Live on High featuring area artists. Visit lumberyardartscenter.org for a full schedule of upcoming events and exhibits. The Lumberyard Arts Center. Create, play, innovate in the heart of downtown Baldwin City. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Welcome into the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show tonight, where your final is Santa Fe Trail 37, Baldwin 28. The Bulldogs dropped to 0-6 with the loss. Santa Fe Trail improving to 2-5. The Chargers are now 2-2 in the district. The Dogs dropped to 0-4 in 3A District 3. But a heck of an effort tonight as the Bulldogs found themselves down 34-6 in the second half before they put together the comeback effort. Had a chance for the two-point conversion that would have got them within a single possession there with under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. But after the failed two-point conversion, Santa Fe Trail able to put it away on a couple of kneel downs, and they win this one tonight 37-28. Well, there's been plenty of guys that could have earned tonight's elite performance of the game. And it's brought to you by Elite Chiropractic. Tonight's elite performance brought to you by Elite Chiropractic. If you need elite care for elite performance, Dr. Ethan James can keep your body in peak condition with the most up-to-date and effective adjusting techniques. Treatments for all ages and for all kinds of issues, whether it's a sports injury or just general wellness. Go see Elite Chiropractic to get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic. Again, a lot of guys who put up big numbers tonight for Baldwin, and by far their most successful outing of the season. But tonight we're going with a guy that made an impact on both sides of the football. A touchdown on one side, an interception on the other. Junior Sam Darnell, 3 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown on one side of the football. And on the other side, Darnell had 3 tackles and an interception for the Bulldog defense. He's tonight's Elite Chiropractic elite performance.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's a handful of guys you could have picked. Jack Harvey had a good bounce-back game after turning it over a couple times. Wesley Martin played well defensively, had a lot of tackles. And Van Horn, he also played well. So good game overall, though, from the Bulldogs. Try to build on this for going into next week at Osawatomie.
We'll take a look at those final numbers for you when we come back here on the post-game show. 37-28, your final tonight. Santa Fe Trail over Baldwin here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Elite Chiropractic provides the latest and most effective adjusting techniques and soft tissue work, while staying up to date on current treatment research to ensure each patient receives their own specialized care. Dr. Ethan James operates with a patient-first mentality, with a goal to get you back to normal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Elite Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans and works with patients of all ages. Get the relief you deserve. Call 785-594-1191 to make your appointment with Dr. Ethan James at Elite Chiropractic.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
We continue on with the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show tonight following a 37-28 victory for Santa Fe Trail over the Baldwin Bulldogs, who put up 344 yards of offense in this game, did Baldwin. Their previous high, 245. That was last week against Bishop Ward. They run for 139 and throw for 205. Santa Fe Trail 347 yards of offense in this game with 231 on the ground and 116 through the air. The Bulldogs in this game averaging 6.5 yards per rush, 10.8 yards per completion. So the offense coming alive in this game against Santa Fe Trail. But they did turn it over 4 times, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. They were a -3 in the turnover margin, so that's certainly a costly stat tonight in this ball game. Penalty-wise, Baldwin much cleaner tonight, just 3 penalties in this game for 25 yards. Santa Fe Trail penalized 5 times for 42 yards in the ball game. Jack Harvey, 8 of 18 through the air, 176 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Cole Mahaffey, check that, Riker Grosner with the 1 pass attempt and completion as he hooked up with Darnell on a 29-yard completion. Darnell led the team in receiving, 3 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Cole Mahaffey hauled in 5 passes for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. And Riker Grosner, 1 catch for 8 yards. Leading rusher for the Bulldogs was Cody Buck with a season-best performance, 8 carries, 65 yards. Jack Harvey, 11 carries for 47 yards and a touchdown. And Riker Grosner with 2 carries for 22 yards. Connor Murray carried 1 time for 5 yards. Santa Fe Trails quarterback Luke Edwards, 7 of 14, 116 through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. On the ground, he had 9 carries for a loss of 14 yards and 1 touchdown. Colton Worthen, 25 carries, 151 yards tonight and a touchdown. Theron Berkefelt, 12 carries, 40 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trenton Slachter, 6 carries for 51 yards. Isaac Hook, 1 carry for 3. Through the air, 3 grabs for 29 yards from Landon Watkins. 1 catch, 28 yards and a touchdown for Trenton Slachter. 2 catches for 19 yards for Aiden Slavin and 1 grab for 40 yards for Taylon Long. Wesley Martin led all defenders in this game with 10 tackles tonight, 2 of them for a loss and a sack. A big game defensively for the junior linebacker Wesley Martin. Tristan Capel, 8 tackles tonight out of his cornerback spot. Miguel Andazola, 7 tackles. Jake Van Horn, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for loss tonight. And of course, Sam Darnell had an interception as well for the Bulldogs. Isaac Hook and Nicholas Noriega with 4 tackles apiece led the way defensively for Santa Fe Trail. Austin Winkley and Lucas Ballou each with a sack, and Taylor Long with an interception. 37-28 your final. We'll wrap it all up right after this on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City. When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
We welcome you back one final time here on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show, where the Santa Fe Trail Chargers defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs 37-28. Your final tonight. Santa Fe Trail now 2-5 on the year. Baldwin 0-6 after the 37-28 loss here tonight. And it looks like we haven't seen a final yet in that Hayden game. They were up 3 scores, I think it was, at halftime over Perry Lecompton, but have not seen that final yet. If Hayden indeed wins that game, they would clinch the district. Santa Fe Trail, with this win here tonight, has clinched at least the number 4 seed in the district. So the top 4 teams are decided out of District 3. Hayden, Perry Lecompton, Bishop Ward, and Santa Fe Trail. That means next week's game between Osawatomie and Baldwin. Osawatomie tonight losing to Bishop Ward. What was it, 49-0, 45-0, something like that. So that game next week will be 0-7 Osawatomie, 0-6 Baldwin, and that will decide who finishes 5th and 6th in the district, and therefore who faces Royal Valley or Hiawatha, possibly, maybe Sabetha in that Week 9 game in their matchups of the teams that finished 5th and 6th, respectively, over in District 4. But we'll see how that all shakes out next week. We'll have that game for you down in Osawatomie next Friday night, 7 o'clock kick here on Baldwin Sports Live. On the air about 6:40. And also next week on Tuesday, Baldwin Soccer here on Baldwin Sports Live as the Bulldogs host Spring Hill in the regular season home finale there for Baldwin. And again, you can catch that game right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Kickoff scheduled for 4 o'clock next Tuesday afternoon. Baldwin and Spring Hill in a good matchup. Baldwin 11-3-1, Spring Hill 10-4. So hope you can join us for that one. That'll wrap it up for us here tonight. Again, your final, Santa Fe Trail 37, Baldwin 28, as the Bulldogs drop to 0-6, and Santa Fe Trail now 2-5 on the year. For Ryan Hilmer, I'm Bryce Kessler. We thank you for tuning in tonight for some Bulldog football right here on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live. You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live.